Oh, so how's things?
So, how are you?
How's everyone doing?
Oh god.
Are you pooping?
Are you pooping?
I,
All right,
Was that Manda?
I think so.
he's about to start talking and then cut off. So, what would you like to do?
I think we were resting, weren't we? We're gonna take a long rest.
I think someone said 55 gold I need to add. Is that right?
no,
Oh.
I think Sai added it himself in the end.
Recap, Sa, we got another pet. Try, we got another pet.
Yes, I did. I did hear about or listen to the tongue pulling and the slapping and all that kind of shit.
Oh my god.
This
That's
poor
so
creature.
Yeah, so you guys fought the two dwarves. You snuck up last time, and then made your way out. Did a bunch of looting, and then made your way out of the tunnel and the caves, and that's about as far as we got, I think.
Fought that creepy tentacle, man.
Oh yeah, in the darkness.
Aaron lost his mind. And we literally just were fucking around with trying to get this creature out the
To
whole
move.
session.
You just
Oh
keep,
my
yeah,
God.
yeah. Prestidigitation for 8 hours.
It was really important to them for some reason.
And that's why Sarah's gonna talk like this all day.
50-year-old smoker.
So yeah, you guys had a long rest at the end of the.
That was what we were
Alright.
gonna try and do.
You told us we'd find out after.
I have decided it was a success.
Very good. I've
Did we
clicked the
level up?
button. No going back. Minus 10 gauge DKP.
DKP minus.
Now, I think there was some conversations that you guys had made with through the stones. Did that achieve anything?
Yeah, Ray fucked the name up about another 14 times.
What are you? Are you printing something?
No.
It's his new character sheet.
He's printed all the UA classes. He was talking about.
Truthfully, I'm printing a picture of the Western Bulldogs logo for Manda.
Okay,
They're going to the footy tomorrow.
nice.
And your new character sheet.
I bought a subscription to D&D Beyond. I don't need to print character sheets, right? I have unlimited now.
That's how
Did
many
you
extra
actually?
characters you've made. You needed to buy the subscription to have the space.
To be honest, I don't like. I just did it on a whim. How do you? I want to see if it gave me any extra dice, but nope, nope, same dice. Oh, that was a waste.
No, but
Nah,
now you have unlimited characters you can make.
Yeah, I know, but I've only got 5 right now, so I still had a spare spot anyway. You know, if you guys want to start, I'll be right back.
I thought we did.
I think this is all part of the game. Western Bulldogs is now canon.
It's Ken.
Aiden, what's a character sheet?
You're really quiet, Ray.
Am I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tried to noise suppress, that's why.
I don't do that.
Alright, I'll be back.
Where are you going?
No, I'm right here. Hold on. One sec.
It's still the same.
Hello?
So I don't. So did we actually send any messages to say, "Hey, we found potentially the source of the ale in this distillery underground that we found,
Yes.
Yes, yes, we did.
and somebody's going to come here and check it out from their end"? Or they didn't say.
Very
know, with
few
20
words were said.
Yeah, 25 words, it's hard to get a whole message across.
But you can
Yeah,
at
I
least
think
get
they
something.
found some. They found some in the town Kawasaki.
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 Ray, whatever you did, put your mic back to how it was originally.
Affirmative. I'll try.
For
Roger, Roger.
All right. Well, if this is all taken care of, do we want to head to one of the other circles? Because maybe that's what this is. These circles are linking to this ale.
I think we're gonna go take this stuff back.
Or we could test the ale by having Wing drink more of it.
Well, isn't there another circle on the other side of the map?
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's-
have it opened.
I think the
this
other
should
thing
be-
is we don't know if this circle was the circle.
Well, I think this thing is finding that area is pretty significant. We found a dragon. Motherfuckers, we found a dragon.
No, we
Motherfucking
killed
drag.
a dragon.
Yeah, what we did afterward is another story.
What we did after is amazing because I've got its eye and I hold up the eye in the box.
Okay,
Oh, don't look at me like that. Everyone took a little bit.
I didn't take anything. You actually took my stuff and did weird things with it, so I'm taking it back.
I need to sit somewhere.
On second thought, I don't want it back now.
Well, I'm not touching it. No, I know where it's been.
Anyway,
Probably should have kept a log of what you guys sent a message about, because I don't remember.
I think we were gonna meet. What's his goddamn name? Where's your thing? Associates.
Laurenus.
Laurinaitis.
No, I think
Lauranus.
we didn't get to complete the message. I think, and then we're like, oh well, we're gonna have to message in the morning.
Okay.
All right. Well, look. Let's just start heading back. I'm sure they want to see this, and maybe we could get paid a little bit extra for finding some cool stuff, and maybe we can get Sebastian here a good saddle or something, and whip him into shape.
We've also got to claim our reward for killing the orc chief.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you still got your head, Kai.
Sorry.
You took his head, didn't you?
Yes,
No,
I
I've got his headdress.
Yeah, I
I don't
took
care.
his head, though.
I'll do it the head.
We took the head.
I have a head in my inventory. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, how cool would that have been? And like, I just want you to think about that. You helped us kill a dragon. We killed a dragon while you were holding the head of an orc.
Really?
Guys, we've gone to like whole new levels of adventuring right here.
It's kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, I have in my inventory orc head, chief, chief camp or something. I've got chief space F camp. I have no idea what the fuck I was running.
Chief of the F camp.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, let's go back and collect that because, yeah.
And then we could tell Loranus to meet us in that town. Like we could send a message and he could get across.
I said Lapis will be pretty happy to see us.
Red, send a message.
I'm thinking, what should
Don't
I say?
fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Meet us in Kuzunawa. I
We
think that's
have
what it's
cake.
called.
Is it
Because,
Yakuzawa?
We have cakes and ale.
Do we have a map? Where's
Do we
Amelia?
have cakes? Anywhere?
Wow, we are really not good at this.
We don't have cakes in Ale.
I have cakes. You don't know. I know.
Yeah, did we take any samples of the stuff and like?
Yeah, we
We
got
have a hot barrel.
So, did you ever confirm whether there is a barrel on the card or not?
Kuzunawa. Tell him we'll meet him in Kuzunawa.
Okay, so I'll touch the stone and be like,
Yo, bro, what's up?
uh, please pass on message to Master Laurenus, heading back to Kazanawa. Please meet there. Please contact as soon as possible. Are you pooping?
Are you pooping?
God. Blame Aaron for all the shit.
All right then. You don't get a response immediately.
He was pooping. That's why.
But yeah.
So shall we head back? I mean, is this? Do you think that on the map is this the same as what was circled in the map, or is this just a coincidence?
This is what we can't really confirm nor deny. We didn't really find anything apart from the ale and these dragons and stuff.
That would be interesting if it was somehow related, right?
Yeah. I think that's why we wanted him to come, and because there's the other two caves, remember? And the whole thing was at least they could bring more people back to explore the caves and do a good, like, in-depth, like, investigation.
Yeah. We just started this. We don't know half the shit.
I agree.
Okay, so you didn't get a reply, did you? Did you, Ren?
No, not yet.
All right. Well, let's start making our way back to
Making my way.
making some headway. Making my way. And let's go. Let's move. Who's gonna prestidigitation the cart? Or are we just leaving it?
We're bringing it.
Do you remember his name?
No.
Drag. I was like, remember when we said like dragon or something? Dragon. He responded
Dragon.
and he started walking. A dragon, walk.
You guys need to train this thing.
You need to train something.
You guys
Not my
travel?
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're making our way back.
All right. On the cart with the dragon.
Yes.
So just like last time, you sort of were working with him. He's not really motivated to move unless
Dragon.
negotiated with.
Dragon. What was the magic word that we said to him that made him walk last time?
Drakars.
Seems like
There last time.
food seemed to be the best option last time we had him.
Right at the end, he responded to his name.
Is there any of the bodies still around?
I believe last time we addressed that they were
Bloated.
bloated and dried up.
Hey Ren, what's your necklace do?
The one that I found in the mine.
Yeah.
Um, I guess I would have had time to look at it uh, during the night, right?
You haven't found anything else about what it actually does because you haven't attuned to it yet.
Okay. So I will. Could I have attuned to it over the long rest or not yet?
Yeah, it only takes an hour.
Yeah.
to attune.
Okay. I guess I'll think back to um a necklace that, or like a pendant that um my mother had, which was like a moon necklace or moon pendant. As I
Moon.
yeah,
Okay.
as I look into onto the this item.
So as you sort of trying to attune to it during the morning, um, you're focusing in on the gem in the middle, and just like last time, you see visions of like uh, magma and rocky cave-like terrain and lava and all that sort of thing. And as it goes on during the second half of the hour-long process, what does it start to change and look like to you?
I think he said it was something like a moon, but
No,
It starts to shape into a like a moon shape.
the environment, isn't it?
Is it?
You've got to pick the environment.
Ah,
Yeah, so what you're doing is. Did you even read it?
probably didn't read it right.
I remember last time you're like, I'm not going to tune into it because I have to figure out what I want to do with it. And then, like,
Yeah, yeah. I thought I had to choose the shape that it was going to turn into,
No,
right?
you had to pick like the environment that you like it's changing into. So I was like, pick a place. Like, what place does it look like?
just read the
Ah,
item and come back to me.
okay, yeah, I will.
All right, so you start traveling during the day. The creature's not really interested in moving.
Hmm. Aiden,
Yeah.
do you think?
go grab its tongue again because that worked so well.
No, I'm not doing that. I'll grab one of my last rations out and I'll do the mage hand. I'll float it, a couple of feet in front of its face, like keeping it out of its range.
All right. So you actually start to make progress. You are in a hilly area. The terrain is not necessarily optimal. It's going to be a bumpy ride as you sort of make your way. There was some sort of clearing and path that people seem to have traveled along the mountains, but it's not a road in any sense. The going is slow, bumpy, and at times painful. And you're sitting on the cart and it goes over a massive hole, and you just get a bunch of wood shoved up your ass. um, it's very slow, and you're not making much progress during the day.
It'd always be quicker just to walk.
But how are we going to bring the barrel back?
Well, between two people, you could carry it.
That sounds exhausting.
Do we need? Do we need to bring the whole barrel?
Oh.
Can we just take a sampling?
Now we've just brought this barrel into the public. Someone might consume it.
Well, we can destroy it and just keep part of it.
But then the liquid might like taint the trees and the animals around here.
I don't think it'll do that. It'll water down.
It might start to make the world disintegrate around us.
Put it in the river, it'll be fine.
Well, he drank it, so he should be okay. I think.
But Sebastian.
Sebastian? Is that what you're calling the
Dragon.
dragon?
Yes.
Sebastian.
So you get into the second half of the day, and you really haven't made that much progress. Maybe a couple of kilometers at most.
Yeah, this is gonna be drag.
Fine, leave the dragon. Bye, Sebastian. Good luck.
Oh, what a waste.
I knew it. I knew this was a terrible idea with that dragon.
So
Lizard.
do you guys want to dismount and continue on foot?
I think that's what we're doing. I'm gonna make sure that we unhitch the dragon so we can at least freely roam.
Okay.
Should we try and take this barrel with us?
I mean, it seems pretty heavy, right?
Well, I've got a potion. Did I take a potion recently? Because I would have kept the empty bottle, so I could fill up an empty potion bottle with it.
Oh yeah. I mean, we did take one like before we entered the mine. We I think Sarah gave you one.
Aiden did. Aiden divvied out a bunch of potions to everyone.
But you gave one when
No, but
when
I think
Kai was knocked out by the ogre.
Yeah. So we'd have at least an empty one.
Let us use that then.
All right. So you continue on foot. You transfer some of the ale.
Yeah.
And you actually start to make some serious progress.
Is there a dragon following us?
No.
Okay.
You don't see him anymore. Once he got out of sight, you didn't really see him again.
He's gone.
Oh, so it's saying to pick a corresponding ability score. Is that what you guys are talking about? Because that's the only thing I see there. That's sort of.
Go to the next one. Right under that ray. So yeah, you just keep traveling. Nothing. You don't really encounter anything during your travels. The hills are actually relatively quiet compared to last time you came up here, and it's starting to get dark. Might be time to relax, set up camp, etc.
Set up shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a sleep.
Yeah, it's pretty exhausting traveling through there. We should take a rest.
Well, we do know the path somewhat because we've already traversed this somewhat recently. So
Do watches?
Oh, you definitely need watches.
All right. Who's up?
I'll do a watch.
Yeah, before we do our watch, I'll throw a twinned dark vision on me and Kai.
Alrighty. All perception checks.
I'm not helping him with the watch. I'm just.
Natural 20 for the first roll of the night. For 24.
So your watch goes pretty uneventful. Just like the adventuring day, you don't really run into anything. You don't notice anything large.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go next. 10.
Oh, DM rolled something.
I'll go last.
Yeah, so pretty similar to Key's watch. Again, the hills are a lot more quiet. It's almost like you guys killed everything that used to live here.
We're heroes.
This is wake of all these dead animals.
Everything we
this-
come across. Yeah!
Die, motherfucker!
The whole
We haven't been that bad.
Adventurers!
We pretty much stabbed. There's only
Roll.
one thing we've kept alive, which was that ogre that we tricked into chasing food.
and that was on the other isle, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, morning comes. You know, pretty standard night camping.
Rations.
Oh yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
I guess we can just like head back towards the road and then go south.
Yeah, once we're on the road, it should be pretty easy trek back. I would imagine.
Sweet. Which way's the road again?
East.
Which way's east?
Sunrise is in the east.
Good question.
Towards sunrise.
Let's go.
All right.
It's kind of strange because I think in the Fae, there's no night and day. The sun is just there. Very strange.
The world
There's no
doesn't spin.
nighttime.
I'm pretty sure there's no nighttime in the Fae. That's
Really?
the other dimension. It's just a forever sunset or something like that. I'm pretty sure, or sunrise.
Interesting.
Can't take back now.
That's why it can all be all disorientating. Because that's what the Shadowfell is, I think. Shadowfell? So I get that right. Or am I getting...
Shadowfell.
All right. Is anyone looking for anything as you travel?
I'm seeing if our dragon's following us. That's all I'm looking for.
I'm just keeping a general eye out for danger.
Ray, whatever happened, change your mic to we can't hear you again.
Again?
Make a perception check for the checking the dragon.
That's because I'm watching the stream.
Oh,
It's going to be
wrong
like
one.
Thaddeus.
It's 11. Ignore the persuasion bit.
You don't see him.
Okay. Poor dragon.
All right. So you continue onwards. It's a lot easier than the first part of the day without the hills and the cart and things. You're starting to come out of the hills a bit. It's the mountains, sorry, and you're getting back into this hilly terrain. It's a lot more. It's less jagged rocks and more rolling hills in a way. And are you guys going directly east?
Yep.
Yeah. So lunchtime comes. Don't really encounter anything. Pretty standard day of walking and chatting and shooting around.
Seem abnormally quiet as we're strolling to the group.
Yeah, it seems fairly quiet, but we've taken this path somewhat recently. So it feels a little safer, maybe?
Cool.
I don't know. Last time I let my guard down, I nearly got thrown from a very large height by some bird people. So I'm still a bit wary.
Actually, it would be probably on this day that you would have encountered the river that you guys cross to get back to come this way.
This is the one where Aiden got stuck in the middle and we had to go get him. Kai ran in after him.
I was fine.
So we had to cross the river again?
Yes.
Oh god. With all our stuff.
Imagine if we had the dragon.
Just dragging the dragon behind us. Maybe he floats. Maybe you could ride him across the river. Well, actually, we could have rode the river down with him, like, floating on the assumption that he would float, and maybe it'd be quicker. Anyway, shall we cross?
What makes you think he would float?
It's logic to my plan.
Sound logic to me.
Alright, how are you getting across the river?
Same as last time.
Swimming?
I think Kai
I
like
think
ran across. Yeah.
I pretty much swam across pretty quickly last time, and I had some rope, and we tied it between two different trees. So I will go and swim across.
Alright, athletics check.
$11.
I hold onto the rope as Kai is swimming across.
Not a bad idea. Yeah, so you get about halfway across and it's going okay. It's a little bit of a struggle, but you're getting there. Do you want to make another check?
10. Getting slightly harder.
Yeah, just about as you're like sort of 5 feet away from the other bank, it's really difficult, and you manage to sort of summon up the will to live, and you stroke a little bit harder, and you make it to the other side.
Cool. Fasten it off on a tree. And then again, like before, I will go down river just in case someone let go so I can be ready to jump in.
All right. All right, who's going across the river?
I'm gonna go next, and I'll hold the rope.
All right. Athletics check with advantage, I guess.
Bye, guys.
This
You're like-
guy.
You're like, it's not gonna happen again this time. I got this, and then you immediately plunge into the river, holding onto the rope, and the cold water sort of shocks you, and you just sort of let go of the rope, and now you're sort of starting to go down river a little bit.
It's like, you can just stand up. You're only 5 feet from the shore.
What are you gonna do?
He's apparently going to drown in 5 feet of water.
Help me!
I would like to dash Self to try and outpace him losing himself in the water.
All right. Aiden, what are you doing?
Trying to grab onto anything I can.
Which the closest thing would be the bank that you just jumped off. So make an athletics check to no advantage this time, just athletics.
I'll run up and try and help him, like by grabbing him.
Oh, where the fuck was that last time?
So with Ren's help, and you're now fearful thoughts about possibly dying, drowning in this cold river. You managed to make it back to the bank that you just jumped in off.
Hey Aiden, why don't we let you go across last and you just tie the rope around yourself and we can like pull you across?
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah.
It's the most exhausting 10 feet you've ever gone.
Eat it, Dick.
Red, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
All right. Athletics check with advantage if you can hold onto the rope.
If you can.
18.
Yeah, so you get about halfway. It's going pretty smoothly. Don't seem to have any issues. Roll again.
Manage?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Ooh. The second half is not quite as successful as the first. It's possible that you used up all your strength in the first half.
No.
Try. I can hear you click every time you click. Just
Oh,
realized. Sorry. Yeah, and the second half, it's going to take extra effort to get across. So just roll one more time without advantage.
12.
All right, so you managed to get yourself back together and make it across successfully.
Woo!
Who's next?
Are you going to be alright to tie it onto yourself, Aiden?
I'll be fine.
Okay, I'll go.
All right, advantage athletics check.
A 17.
Why don't you tie it onto him and we pull you both across?
Too late, I'm already gone.
He's already. Yeah, so you already get halfway across and you're doing well. No issues.
Keep going.
Go again. Yeah, advantage.
Ooh.
Fine. It's just
the
like
center.
Ren. The other side of the river, there's some issues there. I don't know what it is. Maybe the current is just somehow stronger on the right side. I don't know why it would be. But you're going to need to roll one more time without advantage to get all the way.
Did I copy Ren? Wait a sec. Almost.
And it seemed to be no issue. You made it.
It's just that one bit in the middle to watch out for.
Yeah, everyone's
roast.
stumbling.
Right, that bit at the start's really bad.
All right, Aiden.
I'm going to tie the rope around my chest, around each leg, wrap it around both arms,
Oh,
hold
God.
with all my
Oh,
might.
God.
He's gonna drown.
He is gonna drown.
He's gonna drown.
That's an
Hold on.
athletics check with disadvantage.
What?
Wait, no, we're gonna pull him over.
Okay,
He's gonna
disadvantage.
drown.
With disadvantage still.
Yeah, because you wrapped your arms and legs that you're trying to swim with.
Still better than it was when I did it by myself.
So everyone on the other side of the river are just looking in puzzlement as they see Aiden sort of just wrap himself all over with rope for some reason. And when you guys see that, all three of you grab the rope and you're ready to pull because this isn't going to go well. He jumps into the water and just immediately sinks like a rock. because he's unable to move his arms and legs.
No, completely. It's like one wrap around each arm and each leg.
So the three of you can make a athletics check and see how well you do pulling him in.
I'm going to make a Constitution saving throw to see how well I can hold my breath.
It's probably a good idea.
Bitch, I can hold my breath for months. I'm a bitch.
So yeah, you guys are able to pull him across. He's about halfway, and he's all tangled up in the rope, and the water isn't making it easier for him. But he's able to hold his breath. Everyone besides Aiden, roll an athletics check again.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
And you're like, oh god, I don't know if he can hold his breath this long because you don't really know what he's capable of. So everyone just starts pulling and you get him across to the other side. But this guy he looks like he's been through a washing machine.
Like a wet cat. Like a wet cat.
Just gets up and yeah, you couldn't have pulled me any quicker.
What were you doing?
Why did you tie your arms and legs?
So I wouldn't let go. It makes perfect sense.
We thought you were playing bait for something in the water.
Catch anything?
I don't know, did ya?
Catched a lot of
So
water.
I want to investigate my body. Did I catch anything?
You do a twirl in front of the group, and there's like some underwater plant hanging out the back of your pants.
Pull it out.
Seaweed.
This is edible.
You can try.
Not now. I'll cook it later. I'm gonna add the underwater plant to my inventory.
All right.
So shall we continue? I feel like that was a success.
Yep, let's go.
All right. So
I'm gonna
Rest of
live
the-
link to tell Ren and Kai that we should enroll Aiden in swimming lessons when we get back to Kuzunawa.
I'll just look at Aiden and like just nod.
yeah, and the rest of the day goes pretty smoothly. It's time to rest.
I'll just mention. From what I remember, there was a fortress somewhere near here, or a fort.
What?
Let's see it. Do we see the fort anywhere near at all?
No,
Maybe
It's further down
The
river.
orc fort, yeah.
I'm not sure if it was an orc fort, but
I'm pretty sure
we
that's
couldn't
the
see
orc
the.
fort. Oh
it?
no, that was the one across the river where we went further south.
Yeah, we went further down. I think it was.
Yeah, we've already passed it because we passed the river.
Yeah, no, but we went down river first. We avoided it to go down river, so it was along the river further down on the way over. So we would. I don't know if we would have passed it yet.
Yeah. There was that fort we walked down river to avoid.
Yeah, but we're not walking upriver, we're walking away from the river. Yeah?
I suppose I thought if we were retracing our tracks, we would go. We would pass the fort after the river. If that makes sense.
I don't think we need to because I think we were just trying to avoid it. I'm pretty sure we just would have just kept going.
Yeah. We I think we bypassed it, but I'm just curious about the fort.
If we
See
want to
if
go
it was
see
near
it, we
us.
can, but I don't think it's on the map.
Yeah, we don't have to. Yeah.
it would have been about because you guys immediately sort of started going east when you came out of there. You traveled up the mountain range at least a day or so, so you wouldn't have necessarily came across it on your way back. I don't think.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, we're not perfectly retracing our steps.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so nighttime comes. Does anyone want to do a watch?
Yeah. I'll do one.
Alright.
I'll go next.
19.
God, I'm rolling hard.
Key, during your rest, you see like some sort of creature fly overhead. You don't really know exactly what it is. It's dark and it's quite high up.
So it's just a flyby, or is it like a repeated flyby?
Just the once, from what you can tell.
Okay. When I pass on to the next watch, there may be some movement in the sky tonight. I don't think it's anything to worry about, but just keep an eye out.
Wait, hold on. You said you saw flying, something flying?
Yeah, there's something that flew overhead. I didn't get a
I
good look
mean,
at it.
I think we might have to worry because last time we were passing through here, Aiden got taken into the sky by some creatures, and we had to
Oh, that's right. I got taken by some
run him
harpies.
away. Yeah. So we might be crossing these harpies again.
Possibly. Good to recall that. But I haven't seen them since I only saw them once, so they may not have seen us. But just keep an eye out.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I'll summon my fae friend to help watch as well
Alright.
because she has a better vision than I do.
Ren, your watch goes pretty uneventful. You don't really notice anything. Yeah.
I'll
Who's
do.
third?
I'll do the last one.
I'll mention to Aiden. Hey, Aiden, remember those flying creatures that took you for a ride up into the sky?
No, Ren, I completely forgot about them.
Oh well, there's flying creatures that might be here.
Great. I'll tap the head and put the dark vision on, and then I'll let's have a look.
Yeah, your girlfriend might be back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really notice anything. Yeah, the watch goes smooth. Um, that's about it. Morning comes.
Long rest. Yay. I'm just gonna wake everyone up as the morning comes. Alright, nothing happened. Should we move on?
Kai, do you want to do our morning routine quickly?
Yeah, we can give that a go.
We'll just do our usual 100 push-ups, sit-ups, and squats.
Yeah, we've got plenty of walking to do, so they can make up for the 10K run today.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm getting pretty good at these.
yeah, I'm feeling strong, man. Good training.
Alright. So you're traveling? Anyone looking for anything while they travel?
I'm looking up in the sky for harpies as I go.
Alright. Perception check. I realized during that last rest that perception checks at night should probably be disadvantaged, right?
I mean,
Oh,
most of
yeah,
it said
probably.
dark vision. I put dark vision on.
Yeah. Anyway,
19.
19. So you're sort of like starting to come out of the hilly area now. It's possible you'll be back on the road by the end of the day. Um, and you do see something fly overhead um, as you're traveling, Key. It's quite far off. Can't get a good look at it, but yeah, it could be what you saw at nighttime. You don't know.
Okay. I'll just make note that it seems to potentially still be following us.
I'll touch the sun and I'll say, we would like to get in contact with Lord Laurenus. Would like to know.
Cut out, Ray. Maybe he's gone.
Yeah.
Ray? Ray!
I probably should have answered the last one yesterday as well.
Sorry, sick dog.
No. Vomiting.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ray gets a message back. Or Ren gets a message back. Would have been yesterday afternoon while you were traveling. Laurenus responds and he says, "It's quite interesting what you found. Come back and we'll talk about it." Something to that effect.
Should you tell us, Ren?
Did he answer the question of whether he was pooping or not?
Oh, Ray's typing now.
They did not answer that question.
DC.
Alright.
So they didn't. So they want us to go all the way back to Port Royal.
Yeah, possibly. That's what he said.
Okay.
Yeah, for a group of people who can teleport and shit, they're really not making this easy on us.
Lazy motherfuckers.
Alright, shall we hustle?
Yeah, let's hustle. Stop in Kuzunoa, collect our bounty on the orcs, and then get back to the big town.
Yep.
Maybe worth taking a bit of time to ourselves when we get back. It's been a pretty hectic. So how long have we been out here now? Like a couple of weeks?
Yeah, probably.
Like a week or two? Like it's been a pretty hectic amount of time. Might be worth taking a little, R&R when we get back. Maybe we'll drop the stuff at Port Royal, come to Kuzunoa, and we'll lie on the beach.
Can we just lie on the beach at Port Royal?
Kuzunoa's kind of nicer.
Let's worry about holidays later. Let's go.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Must drag on.
Yeah, and he was never seen again.
Oh.
Yeah, so start of the adventuring day, you hit the road. And from here on, it's just south down the road to Kuzunoa. Shouldn't be no issue. Is anyone doing anything on the travel?
Like I'm doing the road.
Huh?
No, I don't think so.
Wishfully hoping that our dragon followed us.
He's
Remind myself
Sarah-
to make
he's
up
dead.
another more rations.
Yeah, I need to pick up some rations when we get to Kuzunoa. I've got like 2 left.
I didn't take mine off for today.
Get some dwarf balls.
I would love some dwarf ones.
They're good.
Alright. So the adventuring day drags on. You guys eat your rations. There's no orcs on the road, even though you were advised of that when you left Kuzunoa. But yeah, maybe that problem was solved. And yeah, the traveling day goes on. Get to the end, same sort of thing. Rest, rinse, repeat. If you guys want to do a watch for the night shift,
I'm happy to.
Yeah. Do you want to just
Usual.
do this? Keep it in the same order. Even though I didn't roll one last, I'll take
Sure.
Ren's spot.
I can go. I normally going
I-
first. So
By the way,
I
not that good.
Even worse.
yeah,
Let's see if I can beat that. Average.
so same sort of thing. You guys don't really notice anything. Aiden notices some small creatures that run across the road at night. That's about it. Do you guys want to fast travel?
Yeah, I'm happy to. Quick
If,
travel.
if nothing's going to happen, yes.
Well, we're on the road, so it's a bit. It shouldn't be as bad.
Yeah. So the journey travel goes for a few more days. Make progress. Is there anything you guys want to do over the next few days?
1, 2,
I would have
3.
had to we would have had to probably maybe scavenge for some food or something, or try and hunt because I'm on one ration.
Have 11 still. I remember I bought extra, so I would give anyone who's run out more.
All right.
Okay, cool.
So
Yes, please.
who runs out of rations? Because I've taken the 3 off for myself for the last couple of days, like for the last 3 days. So how many more do I need to take off?
I think I'm okay.
I'm okay for this one, but the next. Oh, actually,
Next
we were
2.
out for 3.
It's 3 more days
Next
back.
2, yeah,
1, 2, and
yeah, 3
Aiden
days.
needs how many?
Sorry, everything just went quiet for me. Then what did you say? I heard all I heard was Aiden needs how many?
We're talking rations. 3 days. Do you have 3 days rations from here?
I've got 2 days rations.
Okay, so I'll take an extra day off to feed Aiden as well.
Cool. So I'll go down to 0. Thank you.
Not having to stop and sort of hunt for food is also keeps you on pace, and you're able to get back there pretty quickly. And you arrive in the distance. You can see the town of Kuznawa. What would you like to do as you arrive?
This orchid's
Shall we
getting
head
a bit
to?
rank. I want to get rid of it.
Shall we head to the privateers first and then relax?
Well, we're gonna turn the head in first for this quest.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it'd be better that we don't walk around the town with an orchid.
But
Yeah,
we're
well, we
gonna
want to get
turn
rid
it
of
in.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The privateers
let's
would
do
have to
that.
go on the boat for like a trip, remember? And then we'd have to come back with the head.
Oh, yeah, there's a privateers here, right?
No, it's in Port Royal.
We're just going to the
Oh,
local people we picked up the quest from.
oh, okay. I thought there was a privateers in this side of town. No, there isn't.
There's only the one in Port Royal.
Ah, okay. All
They're
right.
not like a Woolies everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just quickly stock up some food and pretty much just get heading straight back? No point on, dawdling.
Alright, I'm gonna go and see when the next ferry leaves, and I'll go get us tickets at the port. If you guys want to hand in the head and meet me at the port.
Yeah, I'll come with you to
Yeah.
the port. I'll come with you to the port, and these two can go hand in the head. The head's not
Ty and
there.
I will go to the head in the head.
Never split the party.
You did
Says
this.
the person who's just doing it.
I know, I was laughing. That's what I was. Okay.
Let's run.
Shall we meet at the general store we went to last time?
Dwarf Ball store? Or was that in Port Royal?
We got some here as well. We this is where we bought the dwarven balls.
Yeah, let's meet there.
Okay, let's do that.
I think you actually got them from like market stalls and not actually the store itself.
Let's meet in the
Yeah,
market.
okay. We can meet at the market, but I want to go and buy a compass so that we're not trying to guess which way like north and south is all the time.
You want to buy a pass to do what?
What's
Huh?
that?
You said you want to buy a compass. So you want to buy a pass to do what?
A compass.
Growth.
Yeah, there you go. Someone got it. And continue.
It wasn't gross in that I was grossed out. It was more like, ugh. I was disgusted in you. So this, like,
That's alright. That's pretty normal today.
Oh god.
anyway, so you guys make your way into town. As you do, you notice there's just the beach is filled today. It's a nice sunny day. There's just people all over the beach, and make your way in. The town is bustling. You get to the Watchman outpost slash marine base thingy. The local captain greets you. He remembers you guys and says, "Ah, how'd you go? I do remember you from a couple of weeks back. We did send another party out who were interested in the bounty after you, but they don't seem to have arrived back. How successful were you?"
That seems strange. We didn't notice anyone. But I hand over the head.
Oh dear God, what is that?
It's a few days old. It's a bit ripe. I'm
Um,
deleting it from my inventory now.
Yeah, if you could just leave that outside, that'll do. Thank you for that. All right then. I believe it was 40 gold we were agreed upon.
Sure.
He fills out the paperwork and hands over the money.
Okay.
The crown thanks you for your service. Thank you again. Bye bye.
Thank you. See ya.
Thank you.
We make our way up to the docks. I'm assuming where Serenux is. Sarah and
Oh,
Maiden.
we're meet. I think we're gonna meet him in the market.
Oh, we're in the market. Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So you
off we
make your
go.
way to the market. It's
When I
bustling.
meet up with everyone, I hand out 10 gold for the bounty. So everyone can add 10 gold.
Woo, money.
Sorry. Can I just before we leave, I'll just run back and say, because we heard that there was an investigation here and they found that there was another ale. They discovered the poisonous ale. I kind of want to see who discovered it and see if there's anything further in it.
Oh, that's all right thing. We could go to the tavern, or do we need to go back to where we just were?
Where we just were. I'll just run before we walk out. I'll just like run back. Oh, I remember this guy, and then like I'll run back.
Hey,
So you come back in, and what do you?
I'll just mention. We received a message regarding some. Did you
good
hear that?
background noises, Ray.
Sorry, dude. This is the
Someone saw the orc
bustling
head.
It's
the,
always a bit.
the bustling town of Kazanova.
Town of Pop.
um, I'm just gonna mention that the fact that they found the poisonous ale, and say where was that? Did that occur? And, where is that? Is that still being investigated here?
Oh yes, there was a warehouse near the docks since been secured and uh, cleared out. Um, we did find that some sort of creatures did tunnel in and were trading barrels of ale with what was stored there. But yeah, we couldn't really find the culprits themselves, but we followed the tunnel and it came out outside of town. Um, so yeah, best bet we can assume that these thieving little bastards tunneled their way in, replaced the barrels with their own brew, and got out again without anyone noticing.
Who was is the person that discovered, or they still investigating it? Are they still in town, or was that part of the crown that was investigating it?
Yep, our agency from we got the tip off from Port Royal and started to investigate all uh, ales that were being stored or manufactured here in town. Eventually, after a search, we came across like I said, the warehouse with the tunnel and whatnot.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you.
Not a problem.
Um, and then yeah, I'll just walk out. And I'll say to Kai, I'll say, so it seems maybe I don't know if they're aware that the place that we discovered looks like the place that's being these things are being made yet.
No, I think that's completely new news to everybody. But we should take it back uh, to the people who hired us because they'll probably want to know first and be there. I think.
Good idea.
All right, we go catch up and rejoin the party.
Um, yeah, so you guys, if you wanted to buy food or whatever, you can buy food and head to the docks.
All right, stock up
Well,
on rations. How much was rations again? It was like
I think we were getting tickets and then meeting them at the place, weren't we?
we're meeting at the market.
Yeah, we were checking when the ferry was.
Okay, yeah, you guys were.
going to the ferry, finding the ticket, and then meeting at the market. Then we can all buy our rations that we need.
All right. So yeah, you came into town about midday. Um, there's a ferry leaving in the afternoon. Does the overnight trip back to Port Royal. What did I charge you last time? I think it was like $2 each or something. I don't know.
How much are they
Yeah, something
charging
like
us this time?
that.
Does anyone remember?
They were
No idea.
cheaper than normal rations. I remember that much, but I don't remember how much they were.
I
No,
think it was like one.
the trip.
What? Yeah, I think it was 1 or 2 gold.
Yeah, they weren't that expensive.
All right, $2 for the ferry tickets each, and then whatever rations you want to buy.
Well, here.
How much
I'll-
was the rations again? It was like five
They're
silver a
5
day.
silver each, yeah.
so I'm thinking I want 20 rations, so that's 10 gold, and the ferry ticket, so I'll take off 12 gold if we're just going to
Yeah.
skip the whole buying process because we've already done it.
Yeah, I'll just probably do the same. 10 gold worth.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
So, just for the sake of ease, should we just put them, like, are they just normal rations for every sense of purpose?
Yep.
Cool. Then I'll just put 20 rations on my thing.
We'll all do the same.
All right.
I've still got a little bit extra because of what was left over.
Um, I also want to see if I pass we pass the general store. I want to see if they have any of those hats that the lady was wearing, the one that we fought in the mine, like those farmers, like those cool Japanese hats,
What do you mean?
like that one the girl that was we fought that turned into a dragon. She was wearing a cool samurai hat. The those farmer ones.
The rice paddy hat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. The triangle ones. I want to see if they have those in any of the store, like those wooden ones, the straw wooden ones. I think.
like a Raiden hat.
Yeah, 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 yeah. One of those.
All right. So you look around. You don't see that specific sort of look. Dwarves don't necessarily wear that sort of thing. It's very heavily dwarven uh, influence, but they do have some Japanese influence with the robes and whatnot. That the shirt robes things that they wear. But yeah, they're not really into those sort of hats because they don't spend that much time outdoors. Um, but the general store owner does sort of point you in the direction of where you might be able to find something like that. Um, and she says that it's more of a Masami sort of a fashion.
Ah, thank you. And I'll go and I'll be like, do we have time to go to that shop, guys?
Yeah, we'll say why not. Did you guys find out when the ship is going?
I think Masami's a different town. Just from a
Oh.
general geological memory, I believe it.
Is
Serenux
it?
next to Ren.
I believe
Uh-huh.
it's not just a quick trip, but it might be another couple of days.
God damn it. Okay, fine. We'll have to take a trip there one day.
I'd also just like to tack on to Ren's question in asking that where's a blacksmith nearby?
Where's the blacksmith? He says. As soon as you just turn your head around, you see smoke and smog, and you hear the clanging of metal.
Okay.
You can pretty much hear it from
And that's just the whorehouse.
anywhere on the western side of town. You can pretty much just move towards the sound of the smog.
Where isn't a blacksmith
All right.
in town?
I'm gonna go and try and sell this plate armor that the dwarf was wearing from last session.
You've been hauling around plate armor this whole time.
Hey, look at my strength. I, I'm almost at
Um,
capacity.
I just picture Sarah walking around like a knight tied like on a backpack, like
That
like
and a dragon wing rolled up under my backpack.
person who couldn't carry a fucking bedroll like 4 sessions ago.
It's great.
he's now got this like full military pack thing going on.
Literally just the pack mule.
Yeah, so you get to the western side of town, um, and pretty much this whole block is just Smiths as
Mhm.
far as the eye can see.
Um, if I find another worker, I'll ask him about how like because I want to start sort of trading the the dragon scale that I got. I want to sort of get some tips on how to sort of start trading it and we're getting it ready for tanning and stuff or whatever.
All right. So yeah, you see blacksmiths all over the place. The largest and most prominent building is sort of at the far west of town, um, and it's quite ornate and quite really like 5 steps above the rest. Um, as you sort of travel through these streets, you see all sorts of people, like elves, dwarves, humans, like occasional orcs, um, just all sorts of folk, and they're all hammering metal, and they're all like hard at work. Um, There's just every 5 meters there's a blacksmith doing something.
Okay.
Um,
I'd
And-
look only for like dwarf blacksmiths because the plate armor came off a dwarf, and so in terms of size, having it match a dwarf.
okay. So you just want to first dwarf you see?
Yeah,
Walk
I'll
up.
just get a price check, see how much he wants to, if he could use it, if he would buy it off us or not.
So yeah, you walk up to a dwarf who's hammering away at some metal. He doesn't really take notice of you. He's just hard at work and sort of dink, 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 dink.
Excuse me. Hello. Hello.
All right.
I'm interested. Would you be interested in buying this, or could you use this or turn this into anything? Would I'll just pull out the plate armor.
What are you looking to sell it? Are you?
Yeah, I obviously can't wear it or anything, so I was just wondering if I don't know. It would be of use to you for resale or parts. It's I'm not too well vested in your trade, so I know these things are quite usually custom made to a certain size. So
All right. Let me have a look at it. He sort of looks it over. Says, "It's not the best of construction. It's quite shoddy. Whoever made it doesn't look like they really cared about the metal at all. It's more like they just wanted to function. Um, and in turn, it's the metal itself is um, it's quite beaten. It's not really well put together, and it's not very refined, or it's quite of unpure and dirty sort of thing.
fair enough.
Um,
A little more than scrap then.
yeah, perhaps I could melt it down and start all over again, but no dwarf in their right mind would wear something like that.
Fair. How much would you give it for the purpose of melting it down?
Let me have a look. I don't know.
It's worth a lot.
Yeah, but scrap wouldn't be worth anywhere near that much.
Nah. Would never expect him to give us that much.
What is it? 1,500, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says he'll give you 500 gold for it.
Jesus. Yep. Sounds good.
All right then. I'll have to get the gold. I don't have it on me. Actually, let me write you a note, and I'll be able to put it on my tab at the guild.
Oh, okay. Guild?
So he pulls out some parchment and sort of writes out some dwarvish words and letters and whatnot, and then he gets a little bit of wax, holds it over just dips it in the furnace and pulls it back out straight away. Pulls out this little sort of anvil mark seal press thing that's really interesting looking. Dips the wax on the page and stamps it, and then signs it and hands it over to you and says, "Give this to someone at the guild, and they'll pay you out and take it off you."
Okay. Sounds
That
good.
should do it.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm
Thank you
assuming
again.
the guild is that way, that big, nice building, so I'm gonna head that way.
Oh, yeah, just down the street. You'll see it. It's any points. Yeah.
Guys, we've gotta go collect. That was worth a bit.
What's a bit?
What's a bit?
500? That was not too bad.
What?
I thought you were going to say like 200.
I mean, 500 copper's alright, but that's nothing to really write home about.
No. Silver, Aiden. 500 silver.
Stop! I can only get so erect.
I intentionally wait to surprise Aiden with a bag of gold.
As we're walking and we're talking, like, guys, what do you think we should do with our 500 silver?
I don't know. I want to buy one of those hats.
Hats.
I guess we're
There for
walking
that
to the
erect.
guild.
Guy, we could buy you like a shirt that actually covers your nipples.
Yeah, so it's not too far, just down the road. It's a really it's the most well-made building that you've seen in this town. Um, it's like almost purely forged out of metal. Um,
Jeez.
it's really interesting looking, and it has like this massive crest on the front of the building. Hammer and anvils sort of make up the crest with other dwarvish sort of motifs, and there's a lot of people coming and going. And you get inside, and the line's a little bit long. It's like 5-10 people deep for the first counter. You can sort of see, and it takes a while to get through the line, maybe half an hour. And you get to the front, and there's an old dwarvish lady behind the counter, and she says, "Next." "Hello, what can I do for you?" she says.
I'm here to collect this, and I'll just give her the scroll.
All right then. Looks it over. It says, "Oh, you're not here to register or sign up or get your work accredited or anything? Just this?"
No, just this. What would we register for?
Application for the guild or something? No? Not interested? That's
Oh.
good.
Okay. Okay. No, just yeah. As far as I know, just this.
All right then, give me a second. And she goes back and gets a little sort of chest thing. It's probably like a foot long. Comes back with it, plants it on the desk, and says, "All right then, where is it?" The armor she's looking for.
Oh, it's with the blacksmith, isn't it? Or did I take that with me?
Oh, you. Oh, okay. Let's just say that's yeah.
Isn't that why you gave
Anyway.
me the scroll?
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've got it with me right here.
Oh, is that just an appraisal thing, basically?
Anyway, either way, it doesn't really matter. So,
I thought he was buying it off me.
yeah, and she gives you the chest. It's about a foot long. You open the lid and you're like, "Whoa, that's a." You close it immediately, and you're like, "Thank you again." I guess
Yes.
that's
Quickly,
all then.
is it possible to exchange some of it into platinum just because we're not carrying so much potentially?
We're not really a bank.
Okay, we'll go to the bank. No worries, thank you. Bye.
All right, bye then. And she says, "Next," and the next person walks up.
As you approach with this, was it a bag or a chest? It was a bag, wasn't
It's
it?
a little chest.
Oh, chest. As you approach with a chest, I'm like, wow, yeah, it's so much silver. They put it in a chest.
Yes. Maybe we should go to the bank to exchange it, just so we're not
I
carrying
was
around
just
as
about
many
to-
coin.
I was just about to say, you can't be carrying that much money around. You might get mugged.
Yeah, let's. Should we go to a bank? And did anyone see a bank? I've still got a little bit of time, I think, until the boat comes. It's the night one.
It's probably about getting that time, actually. Like,
All right.
they
Let's risk it for the biscuit. Take our gold to the boat.
Are you sure? I don't know if we want to do that. Do we want to do that?
Well, I mean, we don't really have a choice. We can at least divvy it up so everyone's carrying their own.
Okay.
I'll open the chest.
Oh my god. Coralon's tits, what the hell? You said it was silver.
Yeah, I was just joshing because Aiden said copper, so I just is Aiden okay? He's gone really quiet. Is he passed
It's
out?
gone freeze frame.
Oh god, Aiden's frozen. He's having a seizure.
Aiden, I'll wave my hand over his face.
No, he's just like he's gone. Like he's never seen that much money. He's completely just gone into his own head. Just staring straight.
Hello?
I think we broke Aiden.
Aiden, hello.
Little bit of drool comes out of his mouth.
I'll slap him in the face.
Slap him, but like his
No.
face turns, his eyes are still fixated completely on the money.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start divvying out the gold.
I think you're
Put it
broken.
somewhere safe.
Just as you're walking along.
Well, no, like inside the guild. Like
Oh, okay.
I assumed you were still inside as I was talking to everyone.
Everybody in the line is just sort of looking at you as they're waiting in line.
Hello.
It's 125 for you. And for you.
Is that 125 each, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh god.
One of the dwarves in the line leaves over and says, "Hey, could you buy me an ale?"
Yeah. If you meet us over in Port Royal, we'll be happy to buy you a drink.
Port Royal. There's a pub down the road.
I know, but we've got to go. We're late for our boat.
While we're here,
Well, I could just take a gold piece off you if you.
no, you can't. Stop talking about our money. This is our money.
Oh God. That's okay, Aiden.
Hey, what's with the attitude? You know, you got plenty of gold there. I'm just asking for a beer.
This isn't actually ours. See, we are just couriers as part of the Privateers Guild, and this is just us actually transiting funds into a specific order for quite an important deed. So it's not our money to divvy out. We only distribute it between the group, so we're not all carrying it at once. As you can tell, it wouldn't be safe.
Ah,
And then
smart.
but here, sir, have 5 silver on me. I think that should be enough to buy some ale.
Whatever.
Ah, thank you, kind lad. You know, I never really did like elves, but they're not too bad.
Why?
Everyone else in line is just like now, hey, you know, I could use an ale as well. Elf.
It's time to go. It's time to go. Red.
Can we
What
stop?
you mean? Hi.
Yeah, don't worry. Let's just get back. I'm like he's like cradling his little thing of money like under his cloak, holding it close. Like, don't touch my money.
All right, so you sort of make your way to the boat. All right, the boat's there. Looks like everyone's sort of loading up as you get there. Present your tickets at the pier. And the captain's like, "All right, no funny business on board my ship."
I won't. I quite often.
Roger that. I try and speak over Aiden.
Successfully, I hope what I just said.
Everyone sort of finds a spot.
Oh, Prince Philip just died. Sorry, that just threw me.
Who's Prince Philip? I thought the king was named Kingy.
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 All right. Anyway,
You guys actually met the
I know.
yes.
Did we? Is that his face on it as
Sakaris?
well?
Wait. Yeah, Sakaris. We did meet Sakaris.
Oh shit. Oops.
There.
Meeting celebrities we don't even know who the hell they are.
I mean, we do. Anyway, we're on the boat. We're on our boat.
About half an hour after you get on, the ship starts to depart. The sun starts to set.
Can I do that like anime thing where like I go stand at like the top of the mast holding on it, just looking in the sunset?
Oh god.
As you start to sort of climb the mast, a sailor grabs you and yanks you off there and says, "Hey, no passengers up." Well,
I hold up a gold and I said, on.
All right, but if you fall to your death, that's your own fault.
I'm not doing anything. It's like I'm not going super far. I'm just holding the rope and just standing there, just looking in the sunset. Just because.
What? So you're not climbing?
I never thought I was climbing. Like the front of the boat, like the little mast. bit,
Oh, I
like-
thought
Oh,
No, I'm standing on that. Like so, you know how like you see it in like all the things. So like you hold the rope and you're standing like at the front of it as it sails on.
the mast was the center of the boat that has like the.
I obviously did not mean mast then when I said that.
yeah, it's like the
So I
crow's
imagine
necks,
you,
not
yeah,
the
you
sail.
standing at the very tallest.
No. All right, I'm giving myself that gold back because I would have been stopped for what I'm trying.
He takes the
Too
gold.
late. He's already taken the goal.
Motherfucker.
Just to stand in the middle of the boat holding onto the thing like I'm a sailor.
Yeah. I'm standing at the front of the boat. You know how like at the front of the boat there's that like long, thin bit of wood that goes
Yeah.
out like a nose. I'm standing on that.
Yes, I know what you mean.
All
Anyone
right,
want to come and hug me from behind?
as you stand on that thin bit of wood at the front of the boat, the boat hits a wave. Make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm fine.
You are fine, but the next time the thought creeps into your mind that next time you don't really want to be falling off this boat in the middle of the night in the middle of the bay.
I could tie some rope on me, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go see the group.
All right.
So,
Over the trip, I would have looked at the amulet thing again.
Okay. And what do you see as it gets to that second half of the hour of the attunement process for the third time?
What do your elf eyes
Uh,
see?
I start seeing the places that our group used to play in.
Okay.
Like sort of like the trees and the forest and that tree that sort of looks very similar to the one in the middle of town.
Okay. Interesting.
And obviously more trees in the forest and stuff.
So as you sort of focus on that towards the second half of the hour, the tree that you envision, um, it starts as quite a small tree, but it grows up, it grows and grows during that half hour to something that resembles the tree in the middle of the town, and it becomes a lot stronger and a lot more sturdier, and the forest is itself becomes quite the trees become quite thick and strong, and yeah, it's almost like a sort of like a growing up process of the trees or whatever. I don't know, I can't really explain it.
They grew rapidly and like.
Yeah,
Like a time lapse.
yeah, it's like as you're sort of thinking about it, it sort of comes into fruition, and it starts as something quite small, almost like a small grassy field with small trees, and it grows into a forest with trees with trunks that are 10 foot wide, and you know it becomes a very thick and strong forest.
Nice.
I don't know. I can't say it anyway. Yeah. So you can attune to that now.
Cool. Hey guys, where's Arcanine?
well, I'm just going to accept that he's going to come and go as he pleases.
Yeah, he made his way over here. He will make his way back, I guess.
Which one of us could still speak to him? Like, how the fuck did he get here?
Yeah.
It's almost like as you made your way out of the hills, he just sort of disappeared and went on his own. Nobody really took notice, I guess.
He's just a sneaky fucker.
He's a little bit.
I still gotta find a way to be able to talk to animals. So there has to be a way.
Probably some sort of magical item out there in the world that gives that
I mean,
ability.
Aiden used to be able to do it. Aiden, why don't you just teach him?
Woof woof, woof woof, meow meow, hiss.
I already do that.
You sucked at it then, you suck at it now. But to be fair, so do I. So yeah. I'm just gonna pull out the Corpse Slayer dagger and go. I found this on the dragon. Sarah, none of us really fight with a dagger. Do you think you could, I don't know, disenchant this or something? I'm gonna throw it to her.
I mean, I can
So that'll sell
try.
it.
Well, yeah, it's up to you guys. What do you want to
Isn't
do?
Isn't it better to disenchant it and then try and enchant something at the same time with it?
Well, yeah, I've got this book full of things. I've never really been able to try one of them, so I'm sure we could like disenchant and then yeah, try and magic someone else's stuff.
The way I
This other dagger that I have?
Let's see. All right.
Does it cost
to di-
anything else besides component?
to disenchant?
Yeah.
No, not. I just, as far as I know, I just break stuff down. Takes me about an hour, but
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
Well, I'll hold up the Bloodwell vial that it's now hanging around my neck, and I say, "I've got this as well. It's seems to be making me stronger by holding it, but I think there's something restricting its powers. I'm hoping that I can maybe release it at some point. Is that something you think you'd be able to deal with, Sarah?
I mean, I could turn into dust.
No, I don't want to do that.
That's releasing it, yeah.
Well, I just get the feeling
I
there's more to.
release you.
I just get the feeling there's more to this. Like it could be stronger. Whether it makes me stronger or does something else, it just feels like this. Maybe I'm not using it properly, or maybe it's just not quite working. I don't know.
Maybe you need to play with it more. Maybe try different bodily fluids in it. I don't know.
According to Ren, it's called a blood well vial. I mean, like,
Oh,
don't get me wrong. If I do that enough, yeah, blood will probably come out of there. But like,
maybe put more blood in there.
pretty
Maybe it
cool.
needs a compass.
The compass in the blood well vial. Yeah. I'm just going to hang. So yeah, you can add a corpse layer dagger to your inventory to destroy if you want.
Oh god. Now I feel bad.
It's blue. um, and yeah, that's it for me. I'm just gonna sit down and watch what Sarah's doing because it's interesting.
Corpse Slayer dagger, correct?
Yeah, it should be a blue item.
Yep. All right. Are we definitely sure I want to do? Do we want me to do this?
That's already happening. You're already doing it.
Okay.
All right. I guess I'm going to try and disenchant the dagger.
Alrighty. So you sit and focus.
Pull out my little rod.
Your disenchanting rod. You read the words. You wave the wand. The dagger itself glows brightly. Over the course of the hour, it starts to sort of fade away. Kind of like little bits of it sort of almost break off, and they start to gather in a pile on the floor in front of you. And the pile of the little dust-like fragments, they glow with a magical essence to them. And at the end of the hour, there's nothing left of the dagger but the pile of dust on the ground.
Cool. I'm gonna pick it up and put it in my tinderbox.
Don't get it mixed up with the tinder.
What are you doing swiping over there?
Oh.
Cringe.
Go left, go left, go left.
I'm gonna cast detect magic, or I'm gonna thingy detect magic to see if I see it glow within the tinderbox.
Yeah, you can see a glow coming from the tinderbox.
The dust is still magical. It
Ooh,
looks like it. It looks like it worked.
cool.
It's very cool.
Is it 4 essence, sir?
Yes. So you actually do have enough to make an uncommon item.
What in the book is uncommon that I might be able to do?
Flying boots.
Lol.
I don't remember the book, but
It's
I'm
the
pretty
base
sure it would have
enchanting
been-
101.
Yeah, it probably just would have told you how to disenchant or whatever.
Okay. So it doesn't tell me how to do it. It does say enchanting 101, I will say.
As part of enchanting is disenchanting.
This is the only bit you get in this book. How
Wait,
to
wait, there's still some more dust on this book. It's disenchanting 101.
God damn it.
Alright, pick any 2 common magic items, and they are in the back of the book as examples.
God. Alright. Leave it with me.
Yeah, but you do need like the schematic for what you want to enchant. You
Yeah.
sort of, have to grab that from somewhere.
Okay. Too basic. No, too common.
Too common or too uncommon?
Common.
Oh, okay.
Too common, just basic
Yep.
grey magic item.
Yep.
Oh, too common. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, because if you need to do uncommon, you need two of those green ones, right?
No,
he's got the magic power to do it uncommon.
And
He
uncommon,
just
yeah.
doesn't have the fucking knowledge of how to do it. He did break down something very rare just then. Well, not very rare, just rare.
Yep, so you're on the boat. It's middle of the night now. Smooth sailing. Most people have gone to sleep. Anything you guys want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out. I'm still concerned about those flying things that grabbed me before. So I just wanna. I don't know how far they can fly or really much about them, but it's always in the back of my mind.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll just get request my fae friend to just do a lookout for us while we're on the boat, while we're sort of just semi-resting or sleeping.
Alright.
Whatever.
Do you guys want to roll a perception check or something?
Yeah, I think it's advantage with my fae friend.
So we're doing a watch on the boat?
My fae friend is.
Okay.
I mean, I would like to just keep an eye out in general because of the hoo-ha that they were made by the amount of gold we were carrying. So just trying to make sure that no one decides to, don't know, sneak up and try and steal our shit.
Yeah, that's a 23 for my fae friend.
Where would you guys be trying to rest on the boat? below deck or on top of the deck or what? It's not
Uh,
really
I
any
feel like
cabins because it's sort of mass transit.
where there's least amount of crowds.
Uh,
Yeah, I assume we'd all be like sort of huddled in the same-ish area.
probably the least amount of people above on the deck because it's night. It's a little bit cold and it's on the water. Everyone would mostly be below deck.
That makes sense.
But yeah, wherever you take your rest, pretty much everyone's asleep. You see the occasional sailor moving around the boat. Yeah. Unless you're looking for something specific.
I'm looking at the sky, but
Sky, you don't really. Maybe you see some small flock of birds go by or something occasionally.
Hey guys, I gotta go. I'll be back. We're just gonna go for like a 15-minute drive. Yeah.
okay.
probably
Alright,
Alright. Cool.
maybe it's time that we took a break after this. What?
Yeah, you can take
yeah, just have a rest and take a break.
All right. So I've decided in
what?
on what the recipes will be.
Oh, the common ones.
Yes.
Alright, what are they?
I'm gonna keep it really simple. Orb of direction and orb of time.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That would probably make sense to be
Yeah.
in the back of the book.
That's what I figured. They kind of seem fairly basic, so yeah, I'm gonna have them as the two recipes.
Alright.
So you made a compass and a clock.
No, I haven't made them. I'm just saying I could if we wanted.
Yeah, I like that choice. It's probably what would be in the book.
That's fine. I remember when I was going to make a character fucking yonks ago with Yuya, I said, "Is there anything out in the game that functions like a clock?" And you said, "No, probably not."
Well, I was wrong.
We were very wrong.
It seems that there is.
It's a lot of cool little things in the game.
Like, they don't do anything game breaking, but they're fun. I like the immovable rod. Like, we had a lot of fun with that, and it's not mechanically useful at all. It's just cool for
Thanks,
game
baby.
stuff.
Love you.
Alright,
Now,
I'm gonna take a piss.
I
Yeah, breakdown.
yeah, I take a piss too.
Uh,
Welcome back.
I'm back.
I was gonna come watch AEW with you, but I got busy and I couldn't. I saw the ad like, okay. I should have messaged. Sorry.
No, all good. I'm gonna probably watch it every Thursday, and if anyone wants to just jump on.
Yeah, I'll try to be there if I'm doing coding or something. I can kind of do both at the same time.
WrestleMania is on Sunday and Monday, so I'll probably watch that, and if anyone's around. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be Monday? What's Sunday? What's happening on our Sunday?
They're having like 2 shows.
So like the main event plus like a day one or something.
I think they've separated into Raw and SmackDown.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I might be doing something on Sunday. I got a fairly jam-packed weekend.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be that good anyway, to be honest.
Anyway, if I see it, I'm afraid I'll jump in.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ah.
What are you eating? Are you eating a burrito? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing what is it? Godzilla versus King Kong tomorrow.
Oh, nice, nice.
Are you saying you're going to say that?
Yeah, with my sister.
See, that's one of those movies where I feel like it's going to be bad, but because you know that, you'll get entertainment out of it.
Oh yeah, I can watch the shittest movie in the world and I'll enjoy it. So.
So that's it. But it's not like you're going to go in and think I'm going to get an amazing story here. It's going to be shit, but it'll be. I think, but you'll probably have moments where it's so bad it's funny. Like you've seen Street Fighter, haven't you? The old Street Fighter film with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. It's so shit that it's funny. It's
I
like,
don't think it'll feel like a B grade film though. That is a B
no,
grade
no,
film.
no, no, no. Yeah, I know. No, it'll feel like an A-grade film, but I just based on the source material, like it can't actually be like.
Well,
good.
I didn't mind the remake of Godzilla. I think they did an okay job. I actually didn't like the characters. I just wanted to see Godzilla destroy shit.
That's the problem. There's going to be a whole lot of human characters, and this is the thing: is I get the feeling without having seen it. I think Godzilla's the bad guy and King Kong's a good guy, but I like Godzilla more.
I know who the bad guy is.
It's probably Man. Man is always the bad guy.
I could spoil it.
Well, I'm watching it tomorrow, so I'd prefer not.
Okay. Are you going to the movies?
Yeah, I ordered tickets.
Has anyone been to the movies yet? Like,
I went to
haven't
the
been,
drive-in like a couple of weeks ago.
There's just some extra COVID questions when you book online. That's all.
do you sit? Is there like a space in between you and the next person who's?
I have no idea. It may pre-book out one next to you, but who knows?
I think it's supposed to be groups of 6 a maximum, and then it has to have a seat between 6 or something like that. That's how it is at sporting events.
Oh, okay.
So what? 6 in a row, or a group in your group at a maximum of 6? Then there has to be one seat.
So at most of sporting events, it was you couldn't sit in a group bigger than 6, but then between each group there was a seat or 2 seats. I can't remember what it was on the top of my head. It was a
But
while.
if you have 2 separate groups that are only 2s, you'd have 2 seat, then another 2.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
And you still
That's-
stand back to back as you line up and walk in.
Yeah.
That's good, man. You just get extra room to sit and stuff. You know, can put your food on the seat. And...
Yeah, man.
Personal space is now actually got a defined distance. It's 1.5
That's
meters.
good. So good.
Enter my bubble. I stab you.
Alright. Do you want to
We'll
keep going,
Probably
or
keep going. Ray said it would be 15 minutes, so.
He slept in on the boat. Red. Red.
We get off at the port, leave him behind.
Oh no.
he stays on the boat and he goes back the next day?
He's really gonna go get that the hat.
Yeah. So morning comes. Do whatever you want to do in the mornings, and by about lunchtime, the ship is sort of beginning to make its way into the dock.
I guess from now until whatever, for each short rest, I want to sort of focus on the Bloodwell file, and I just want to see if I can get an idea of how it works and if there's more I can do with it.
All right.
So yeah, I'll be doing that most short rest, just playing with it, sort of seeing if I can add stuff to it without breaking it. Like I want to take it to its limit and work out if I can make it stronger, release more power into it, make myself stronger with it, yada yada yada.
All right.
Try shoving it up your butt.
I'm gonna try those things. That is when I'm starting to get desperate. That I'll start doing things.
I hear it's like the most. I hear it's like the most magical part of the body.
The most
Oh,
magical hole.
yeah.
Where it's most centered.
Oh my god! You know what I could do? I could cover it in the Kigodum's oil and then put it up my ass. So then it'll heal me while powering me up.
Sounds like a plan.
Let us know how that goes.
Yep.
And then the vial shatters into your ass.
Oh no!
Oh god! And then the oil would heal the shards of glass in there.
It's Two Girls, One Cup all over again.
That is not what that movie was about.
Forevermore, you'll just have these shards of glass in your ass, and it. Whenever anyone looks at your asshole, it's more like a sarlacc pit now.
It's kind of like Wolverine's claws, how he always hurts himself when he clenches his fists. You just hurt yourself every time you take a shit.
No, it'll just come out it'll come out like those Play-Doh things where you put the thing over and you squeeze it, it comes out in long strips.
Yeah, he can
Wow.
make shapes with his.
God. Why is it always about Aiden shitting himself? Why?
Well,
What
I can
is
move my
it?
arm and go, guys, look, it's a star.
Oh
But we're
god!
not doing that. Let's continue.
So Aiden
Kinda.
begins to shove the vial up his ass. Somebody tells him not to.
He's not shoving it off his ass.
Wait, what's that spell suggestion? And it begins. the two.
The team killing.
Yeah, it's over.
So as we walk into town, it's going to be like, and I'm not going to put it up there, all right? How many times you two suggested?
Just gets weird looks as he steps onto the dock.
They're the ones suggested it. I'm just, it's them.
It's them! It's not me! It's them!
I find out that these two are just figments of my imagination. I'm just pointing to empty air.
I cast invisible.
When we get to dock, I would like to go buy an extra water skin, but I actually want it to house ale, so one specifically for alcohol.
But if you're going to do that, you can have this one that's full of alcohol and just buy me a new one. This
Why
is
would I buy you a new one? You just keep the one you have, and I just buy my own one.
because this one's already full of alcohol. I filled it up with the alcohol from that mine.
Well, why do I want to drink that then?
Oh, well, it didn't kill Ren.
No, I'm not going to drink that.
Are you like resistant to poison or something?
No, not yet.
I mean, nothing.
All right. Yep. Look up water skin, however much that costs, and you can pick one up from the general store easy enough. Alcohol, I don't know, 5 copper.
Yeah, it says 2.2 GP, so 2 silver, I think.
If we can do post guild shopping while Ray's gone, maybe.
And I'm going to fill it up with alcohol.
Yeah, maybe if you guys want to buy things, you can just buy things.
Well, yeah. There's like a couple of like other activities I'd want to do after, so it might be good just to like say them and then they're.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
The dragon wing, I want to go get that cured and treated so we can use it for something.
Alright.
And I know I'm probably gonna have to leave it with someone to do that, so.
Alright. What?
No, I'll wait till Yaz is done, then I'll tell you what I want to do.
So. So where were we gonna look for someone to?
Probably like tannery, which I know Ren wanted to do as well, so it might be worth saving that one.
Oh yeah.
And then after that, I want to go to the blacksmith.
Alright. Blacksmith's easy enough. I haven't really. Oh no, it's be over here. Anyway, yeah, blacksmith. What do you want to do?
Either looking for scale mail armor or a chain shirt to buy.
Which one?
I'll just look for both and see which one looks prettier.
Yeah. So like, Glimmer Row, there's blacksmiths all over the place there. Plenty of shops and whatnot. You can go in, have a look around, see what you like. Yeah, you could probably get anything that's a common item here in Port Royal.
I'd look for something that still looks a little bit elegant, not necessarily just full functionality. So probably the chain shirt.
Okay. Chain shirt, yeah, easy. They sell them all over the place. Down there. Just looking at the items. Okay. So yeah, like chain shirt, easy. 50 gold.
Done.
Yeah.
Bam.
Cool.
I'm done.
Right, in Nickers.
I won't equip it until we do after the guild stuff though, just so.
Doesn't matter. Whatever.
What if we get in a fight, like, while we're there?
Then we're all dead anyway. It's not going to change anything.
Where are you gonna get in a fight?
Something
Guild?
could, someone could drink the potion and all of a sudden turn into a creature and I don't know.
Okay. So I want to try and find I want to find like a magic shop because I have something I want to try and I want to see if someone there could advise me if it's even possible, or what I'm going to need to do it.
Yep. Magic shops are over on the Runeweaver Row.
So I'm just going to look around there and sort of look for. I guess I'm just going to go around and sort of just gauge each of the shopkeepers and whatnot, and just sort of find one that looks like he's into some more weird shit because I'm playing.
They're all into weird shit.
I mean, really weird shit.
Dude, you're gonna go down some back alley, something called like Twisted Wands or something.
No, not that weird. Okay, a little bit less weird than what Kai suggested.
You want weird?
Like I like one that's gonna be up for doing some, let's say, body alterations.
What the fuck?
Up the butt.
What?
It's gonna get the glass out of his ass.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. So you go down one of the back alleyways. And you're just looking for someone who looks shady.
Not so much shady. Like I want them to look like I don't want someone that's got no fucking clue what they're doing because what I'm suggesting is going to be fucking hard. It's just I want to find someone who'd be willing to step outside a comfort zone. We'll say.
All right. So you, like I said, you go down a back alleyway, and there's a really small, like it's not even a shop. It's like you see a door and it has a sign above it. But the shop fronts around that door don't look like they're actually part of that thing. It looks like if you go in there, it probably goes to maybe a store at the back of the building or something like that. It's not necessarily even on the front of the alleyway. A shop in the front of the alleyway, and it has like a sort of a magic store sign above the door. The wood of the door is quite old. It's not necessarily the type of doors that you see on mostly other places, and you sort of go to open the door, and you sort of just push it and it opens. There's not really a handle. Um, you push it, it opens, and it looks like there's just stairs that descend into darkness. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that sounds like what I'm looking for. So I'll head down there and look for a shopkeeper of some kind.
So you go down the stairs. There's about 20 of them. You get to the bottom, and you can now see what looks like a small candlelit room. And there's a woman sitting behind a table, and she says, "Welcome. How can I help you?"
He's gonna sort of walk around, sort of have the cursory look around. Like greetings. I'm looking for someone who's interested in doing something a little crazy, but a little fun. That sounded creepy. I'm just saying I'm looking for.
Yeah, she just sort of stares at you.
You're looking for the place down the road.
Look, I travel with a group of companions that a lot of them can see in the dark, and while I can magically imbue myself to do it, it's a pain in the ass, and I'm trying to. I've got an idea of how to make this permanent, but I need someone with a fair bit of magical skill to assist me. And he pulls out his box and puts it on the table. It opens it and shows the dragon's eye. He says, "Quite frankly, I want to put this in my own head."
Well, that sounds interesting, she said.
I've done a little research on dragons, and I know that they can see in the dark. They can also apparently see invisible things as well. But I'm not sure if that would transfer to a human. But I mean, I have a dragon's eye, and I can't see why in this magical world we live in, this could be imbued in my own head.
A dragon's eye, you say?
Yeah, a red dragon's eye.
How do I know it's a real red dragon's eye? Let me have a look at it.
He said, "Can I get an insight check on her? Is she being honest, or is she trying to steal my eye?"
Yeah, make an insight check. You want to know if she's honest about what?
1 sec, sorry.
Ray, you back? No.
Sorry about that. Nana was talking to me. Yeah, I want to know whether, because she wants to look at the eye, does she? Am I getting the feeling she's trying to steal it, or am I getting the feeling she just wants to see if it's real?
You get the feeling she doesn't believe you.
Okay. Well, I said, look, I'm a bit eerie about this. Obviously these things aren't easy to get, but you can have a look, and I guarantee it's real. We fought the dragon ourselves. I removed it myself.
That's quite a bold claim you're making. She,
Well, look, I want you to put it in my head, not yours. So if it's not real, I'm sort of just fucking myself here, aren't I?
she says, "May I? May I?"
Sure, and I'll push it towards her.
She casts like what looks like maybe a detect magic spell or something like that. And then she lifts it up and looks at right in the eyeball, the iris. Spins it in her hand. Places it back down. Casts another spell. You're not too familiar with what the spell is. Does the same thing again. Lifts it up, spins it around, looks it in the iris, and says, "Well, maybe you aren't lying. Um, Now, how can I help you with this? You want to put it in your own head," he said.
Look, is that something you'd be capable of? Obviously, I know it's way bigger than my head, but is there a way to turn it into an eye and replace one of mine with it and have it function in the same way the dragons does, so I can see in the dark and maybe even see like a dragon does?
You know, I've never really heard of anyone who wants to remove their own eye willingly.
Well, think of it like an upgrade.
I guess you could see it that way, but what you're asking isn't necessarily. I mean, look at you. Are you going to be okay if this goes wrong? Is what she's trying to say.
Look, I'm not going to be happy about it, but
I mean, what you're asking isn't something easy.
I am well aware of that.
And losing an eye doesn't sound like fun to even me.
No, but, well, if you can't replace it safely, can we combine it with my eye in a way? Maybe put part of it in there so I can gain some of the abilities. I want to be able to see in the dark without having to continually fucking burn through my own pool of magic to do it. And I don't want to sit there with a pair of goggles on that can get smashed and destroyed. I want to be able to make this a part of myself.
Isn't that what magic's for? Giving you abilities that you aren't naturally born with?
It is, but it's very much what that's for. But as I said, there's a difference between the abilities I've been able to come up with and the abilities that this thing could give me. Being able to, fucking see in the dark for a couple of hours is not the same as just being able to see in the dark. And I've been too disadvantaged too many times now with my friends because I can't see.
You seem very sure of yourself that what you're claiming will happen will happen. How do you even know this?
I don't. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, even I don't.
Well, who would?
What you're talking about is something quite dark and dangerous. And I'm possibly the most shady magic dealer in this row, and yet even I um, am not really ready to rip your eye out and the consequences that might follow from something like that.
Then I think I'll have to take my eye and continue looking around. But I do thank you for your time.
Of course.
I'll pick up the eye and can I just quickly inspect it and make sure she hasn't switch swapped out and it is the same one I've got?
Alright. Uh, in what way? Investigation check?
I'm guessing it looks the same to me.
Yeah, you didn't see her make any funny moves.
I'll just worry about that second spell she cast. I'll pack it back up. Thanks for your time, and well, maybe we'll see each other again. And I'll head back up, meet up with the party, and then we can see what Kai wants to do now.
She sort of just bows her head.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that a lot.
Alright.
Yeah, all right, and that's my trip to the shops.
Anyone else want to do anything else shopping?
I bought my water skin. I'm good.
Cool.
It's just, I think now that Ren's back, we could do the tanning one.
Is he back?
Is he back?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Turn your mic up, Ray.
Oh, can you not hear me?
You're super muffled.
I think I can kind of hear you.
Yeah, I can just hear him.
1 sec. I think it's every time I join your stream, bro.
I don't know. It works now.
Yeah, it's every time I join. I just can't be in your stream thing for now.
Yeah, I found out my mic did weird shit. Like sensitivity went through the roof when I joined a stream.
All right.
Yeah, I need to go see about tanning this thing and turning it into like another studded armor.
All right. Where in town would you like to find someone for this sort of thing?
I guess I'll ask around wherever the tanning, sort of professionals are.
They have a lot of leather and stuff over near the butchery sort of side of town.
Where they?
Yeah.
All right, so you head over there. Start asking around people who look like they're working with leather. And as soon as you sort of show them what you have, they sort of look at you weird and they're like, "What is that?"
This is dragon scale.
And I'll pull out the roll of wing and I'll be like, this is actually one of the wings still intact, as like the mesh of the wing, and I'll just hold the roll.
He starts laughing even more, and he's like, "Hey, hey, Fred, these guys, they're a couple of comedians. These guys."
I'll undo whatever's holding it and like flick it out, so like the entire length just rolls.
Wow, that's gross. I don't know what that is, but I don't know. That's dragon scale, he says.
Is it? Do you believe it not to be dragon scales?
Yeah, could you not get that from my joyous laughter?
Quite frankly, I don't know. What do you think this is?
I don't know what it is, but it's gross. Whatever it is.
Okay, I see. I guess we won't be doing any business then.
All right then. Have a good day.
Interesting. They didn't. I'll turn to Sarah and be like, they don't seem to think that these are dragon scales. What else could they be?
I'll say loudly, maybe they don't know what to do with dragon scales. Or anything to do with
Amateurs.
the dragon.
Ah,
Maybe we need to
Maybe-
find more skilled leather. Like
Ma-
tanners or something.
Maybe there's a reason why they don't believe you about dragons, because maybe I don't know. Dragons seem to be fairly rare. Maybe most people don't think they exist. Maybe we should find out More about dragons.
As you say it loudly, what you say, Sarah, the leather workers just laugh at you.
And I'll say what appears to be funny this time.
They just shake their heads and go back to what they're doing.
Mm. All right, let's go see Laurinaitis.
I suppose. Maybe we can ask
Him.
Master Laurinaitis what if there's like this ongoing joke about dragon scales.
Could do.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's
well,
not something we should be talking about in the public if there's a bit of a stigma around it.
Hmm.
If people are just laughing it off, maybe we should be a
Hey.
bit more careful about who we present it with.
I'm just going to catch up with everyone and go, hey, is anyone else really surprised that we have dragon bits?
Maybe Kai has a point. Maybe we shouldn't be advertising the fact that we've got scale parts.
I need to find something to preserve this eye I've got, so that's the last thing I need. What would you preserve an eye in?
Probably talk to an alchemist. They'll probably
Um,
have weird things to.
So without doing
Yeah.
an RP, could I find an alchemist to give me like a jar of like something to preserve it in and somewhere around town?
Yes.
Just give me an amount and I'll buy that.
1,000 gold.
So you're thinking of like
Think of like a jar with like something that preserves whatever's inside of it, and I can just
Embalming
put it.
fluid.
Yeah, something like that. Something that'll keep it from deteriorating at all, so it'll just stay in its current state inside this jar safely.
the first thing that sort of comes to your mind is maybe a potion maker or something like that.
Yeah. Just want to go see them, and I don't think this would be something that complicated.
So you head over towards Rune Reaver Row, and there's a potion shop there. You go in. The interior is just full of
Whoa.
plants, all sorts of weird things on the shelves, things that you don't even recognize. Just bits of animals and whatnot, and there's what looks like a small girl behind the counter.
Aiden, she has a bunch of eyes like yours, but more.
She does. I think this is where I need to be. Greetings, little girl. How are you?
She responds, "I'm well, and you?" And she doesn't have a little girl voice. She has quite a mature woman's voice, and she's like, "What can I do for you, young lad?"
This is weird. I need to preserve something I have, and it's roughly, and I'm going to hold out my hands to the size of the eye, this big. I'm looking for a jar and some kind of preservation potion that I could put it in there and it'll not deteriorate, not, rot.
Just a simple jar to keep your reagents lively.
Something like that. What do you put in the jar that stops them from deteriorating?
A combination of a lot of things: formaldehyde, something, 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 something.
As a just as a theoretical question, is there anything that doesn't agree with these things? Like if I put like an ogre's testicle or a basilisk fang or a dragon's eye in there, would they be all fine?
It might be best for different types of embalming fluid for different types of animal reagents.
Can you give me something to preserve a dragon's eye?
And a dragon's wing. And a dragon scale.
Dragon's eye, she said.
Look, if I've got money and I theoretically want something to preserve a dragon's eye, do you have it? Even if it's obviously impossible, I'd have one. Maybe I plan to go fight a dragon in the future and just want to be prepared.
There's no dragons around here, she said.
I'm not planning on fighting one near here, young lady.
Oh, you're so kind with the young lady.
I'll say, Aiden, come back here. Come here.
While I'm talking to her, I'll telepathically talk to Ren. What, Ren? And I'll give him the ability to talk back to me.
I don't think that. I really believe that they don't think that the dragons exist or are not around here.
I'll say back to him, I'm aware of that, which is why I'm trying to take this candidly so she doesn't realize I actually have one.
Okay.
Anyway, I can put something together that can embalm some eyes of creatures.
Fair enough. As I said, roughly, and I'll hold out. I plan to, collect a lot of eyes, and I'll show the size of the jar I want, which is like a little bit bigger than the eye itself. Because the eye I've got's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a softball size.
Yeah.
So you need like a decent sized jar.
Yeah. What would that set me back?
Including the jar and the concoction, about 10 gold.
And how long will this keep them good for?
It's difficult to say with organic material, but possibly 5 years.
Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, like that. If I wanted to preserve a, let's say we are hunting dragons. Uh, if I wanted to preserve other parts of their body, is there anything I could do to those ones that wouldn't fit in jars?
Hmm. A lizard's hide would be a sort of a process. You'd have to treat it and cure it and whatnot. It could take days to achieve.
Do you have a book on how to do that? Like, treating hide for dummies?
I don't really do that sort of thing in my shop. It's more of you know, smaller things like eyes and feathers or sacks of noxious liquids and things like that.
That sounds terrifying. But could I purchase that jar and that fluid, please?
Of course, 10 gold.
Paid for? And I'll take my jar and thank her and head on out. And as we're heading on out, when we're out of sight, I'm gonna put the eye in there and screw it in and put it back in my bag somewhere safe.
Alright.
I don't know if you guys heard any of that, but she seems to think that if you want to do anything with the wing and the scales, you're gonna have to treat them or they're gonna rot.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah,
It's just
I
skin.
was.
Yeah, I know that, but like, no one believes us, so you're gonna have to do it.
No, we could ask Laurinaitis if he has connections or someone who might look after this carefully. So
Fair enough. And he looks at his eye and at you and said, "Well, I've got plans for this thing. I just put it away. I need to find someone who can actually do it." Shall we go see the big man?
They might also have something in the libraries about being able to tan it as well or to treat it as well. And I mean, if we could maybe just treat. I mean, I'm happy to attempt to try and treat it, um, if possible.
I mean, you probably learnt a lot from your grandfather, right? So
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of just helped him, but I'm not obviously not anywhere near the skill. I have very little understanding of it.
Still more than us.
Yeah. Let's go see Master Laurinaitis.
Leonidas.
Let's go see Larry.
Larry Laurinus.
Larry Boy.
Larius.
Lardatus.
Alright,
Lardass.
Oh no.
so you go into the shrine luminescence. Yeah? Or no?
Yes.
Sorry, I was nodding, but then I realized my camera's frozen.
Alright. So you sort of ascend the steps into the main hall you're quite familiar with by now. Where would you like to go?
The same check-in desk that we've been to a couple of times.
Alright. Just ask for Laurinus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, pretty normal day at the Institute shrine and whatnot. People coming and going.
Oh,
And yeah, you go to the desk. Yeah, that's it. Put your tokens down the bottom.
Cool.
Because you go walk through the shrine down the bottom through these hallways. You get to the desk and you ask for Laurinus. Tell the lady who you are and whatnot, and she says no worries, take a seat. Hopefully he'll be able to see you shortly. Um, and about 5 minutes later, you get a message, Ren, on the stone. The stone is vibrating.
Ren, you're vibrating.
I just
Yeah,
imagine having a ringtone.
I would have pulled it out. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
It says, "Come to the map room if you would like to speak with you."
I think that was Master Laurinaitis telling us to meet him in the map room. We should make haste.
Hey, we make haste.
Haste is made.
Cast haste.
Uh,
I don't know haste.
Not yet.
one sec. You kind of remember where to go. You came in and out of here once, and then another time you made your way out, but I believe you were teleported in. And you sort of just ask people on your way, and you're like, the map room, and they sort of point you in the direction. And you make your way through the institute to the map room, and you see Laurinus there, standing behind the map table. You all sort of walk into the room, and he's like, "Oh, you've returned. I hope your trip was well," he says.
We lost Sebastian.
Who was Sebastian again?
He was our friend. Anyways, I'm just gonna take a
Not
step back.
familiar. Was he one of you, or no? Okay.
Hey, I was thinking out loud. Sarah,
I believe Ren wants to do the talking.
I do. Master Laurinaitis.
That is I.
Hi. So, we did. I'm hoping you did receive a couple of our messages, Torn, about how we found uh seem to have found something within the mines in the mountain ranges above well north of uh I believe town Kawasaki.
Um, yes, I. Your messages were quite. I don't know how to say. Disjointed. I would say. I. You said you found something, possibly related to the brew hall incident. I believe. Was that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I'll point to the circle here where we investigated. Um,
I'll pull out the potion bottle of more of the ale.
I'll pull out the water skin and pop it down as well.
what appeared to be some type of distillery or where they make ale. They seem to be surrounded by all these things un, underneath in the mines.
Let me get this straight. You found a mine in the hills north of. I, I presume you're saying Kuznawa. Your pronunciation is not the best, I guess. Is that correct?
Yeah, sometimes I have an accent. Sorry,
Yes. Where is your accent from, by the way?
I'm not quite sure.
You're from Eastfield, all of you, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not familiar with the Eastfield accent. Anyway, yes. What did you find at the brewery? A brewery, possibly the source of the brew that caused this incident. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yes.
Well, may I ask what you did when you found it?
Well, there was a couple of shifty-looking, I guess, very dark dwarves who seemed to have issues with staying small, so they grew larger. Also, there was a dragon.
I'm sorry, dark dwarves that grew. What exactly are you talking about?
I'm not quite sure what they were. They looked kind of
It almost looked like they
dwarvish.
were kind of possessed. They weren't quite in their right mind, I don't think. Um, but yes, we did fight some kind of dragon at the end, which may have been leading this area. We wanted to kind of loop you guys in to kind of, get some kind of intel, or maybe you need to send someone more experienced in that area.
Again, dark dwarves in what way? Did they have soot on their skin or something? I mean, they love to get dirty down there in the mines. Um, no, nothing.
They were more greyish in tone, almost like a whitish grey, and not a normal sort of tone dwarf.
More greyish in color, you say?
I believe.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Now that points to something a little bit more sinister. Um, you see, there are some dwarves who strayed from the light, and they are not usually seen above ground often at all, really. Um, it's almost like a madness has taken over their mind, and
Yeah, that's something that resembled them.
if that is the case, that kind of makes sense that they would try something as ridiculous as brewing a brew that could poison and harm people who drank it. They're not known for their kindness. Like I said, they're quite mad in demeanor, and have a grudge for others who would walk on the surface. Now you did mention one other thing, and I recognize what you said. But you can't be serious, right? A dragon, possibly just some sort of lizard beast living down there in the depths of the mines.
There was plenty of lizards, actually, all gigantic lizards, and this dragon was huge, the largest thing we've ever seen before.
Yeah, we've got its
Also,
wing and we've got bits of it. Show them, and I'll pull out the wing.
I'll pull out the scale.
I'll pull out the eye.
Oh, it's understandable. I mean, you are quite new to this all. What you saw, most likely not what you think it is. It's something of fairy tales.
Do you want to check these bits yourself?
I must say, what you have there seems to be leaking on the floor.
Is my jar broken?
The wing and scales are a bit deteriorated.
Master Lawrence, I want to make a bet with you.
A bit. I don't gamble. I only deal in logic and reason.
Okay then, I bet you this is real dragon parts.
Oh, like I said, I don't bet.
Alright then, I reason with you that these are real dragon parts. And if I am correct, you owe me one favour. If you are correct, you can slap me in the face.
As much as I would like to do that, I don't deal in games like that.
He's going,
I'll-
I'll put my eye away and go, oh, didn't realise the mages here were so cowardly.
I'll nudge Aiden and say, Adrian, I thought you took political classes. What's going on, man?
And I'll say back with my telekinesis, this is a political move.
It's not a very smart one.
Says who?
You know, baiting me to react irrationally will not work for you. But nevertheless, let me have a look at what you've got there.
Also, this dragon didn't start out as a dragon. It was a lady. She wore a really cool hat and was quite a fighter.
A hat, you say?
Yes, I'm not sure if it's yeah, she looked like a fighter.
A dragon wearing a hat. Okay, let me see. He,
She started out as a female.
I'm sure there are female dragons out there.
No, as in a female person.
A human.
Yes, I'm sure.
A human. A human. A human.
He sort of just ignores you. What you say.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and he takes a look at the I don't know who's showing him what the scales.
He's been an asshole to me. I'll put my eye away.
Yeah, so he has a look at the scales. And he says, "Wow, they're quite interesting. Must have come from quite a large beast. They're quite hard as well, aren't they? But yet light. What you have here? Some sort of large manticore wing or something?"
Potentially. I'm not too sure. But it's big enough. Do you want to... Can you make any recommendations to do with it? No one seems to want to treat it, so...
I mean, if you're looking to get it stuffed and hung, you could go to the trophy shop, I guess.
No, just... I was hoping the sinew of the wing could be turned into something more wearable.
They could probably help you with that as well. Could fashion a cloak out of it, I guess.
Kind of the intent.
Anyway, what you have here, I'm not an expert in biology, You may need somebody who is more adept in those sort of things to have a look at what you've actually got there. And then he casts a detect magic and has a look at it. Um, Notices that there is some sort of magical essence to the items that you've shown him, which intrigues him, and he says,
That
"You'll need somebody else to have a look at this, but it's not my expertise."
that reminds me. They had some weapons as well, and I'll summon the blade and show him the blade that we found.
Wow, that is quite a nice blade you've got there. You defeated a warrior for this, I guess? Maybe one of those dwarves we were speaking of.
No, I believe it came from the dragon.
Interesting.
I don't know. I was hiding while the guys fought the dragon. 'Cause, I mean, look at me.
Can I do an insight check on him to see if he's actually playing coy with us, or, like knows more than what he's saying?
Yep.
No.
He's a little bit hard to read, but you do notice he's a little bit dismissive of what you have. Like, doesn't really take it that seriously. But after he did the detect magic and whatnot, he says, "You may have something here. I'm not sure exactly what it is." But yeah.
I think the important thing to take from this, Master, is that where you had a marker on the map was we managed to find quite a deep number of caverns. We only ventured down one and left the other two remained. It took us a number of days to get down to this supposed sort of brewing operation that they were doing down there, where we did encounter, a large and fearsome creature. I guess for our party size, we were hoping that to formalize and have a bit more of an in-depth investigation of that area would require potentially more involvement from, you know, more capable individuals and maybe larger parties that the institute might be able to provide. This is sort of in the region of where you had this marker for, so
You are correct in that assumption. With this map that you have shown me, and the series of this mission that we've all sent you on here, we would like you to explore more options relating to this. The dwarven brewery that you said you found is quite a concerning instance, shall I say. And we'd like you to further investigate these other circles on the map, if you would.
As that is also happening, I also pull out the ledgers that I got, which is for the brew, like the sort of the ale, the sort of the itinerary, or the sort of the
Oh yeah.
receipts. I show them that, and I'll pull them out.
I had another one I found in a separate area, and I flick it on the table.
And I also pull out the symbol, and I said, and I'm not sure if this means anything to you, but this was um, on the floor, which seemed to be a symbol of some sort, and I'll see if he recognizes it.
He looks over the receipt papers that you hand him, and he says, "Oh yes, this is something significant. They seem to have moved quite a large shipment of barrels. We will have to notify everyone and make sure that no more barrels are able to infiltrate our supplies it seems like they're sending them all over the Isles to all sorts of towns. I will pass this information on and make sure that a stop is put to this. And then he looks at the sketching that you hand him, Ren. He says, "This is a rune that I have not seen in, well, ever. It's quite intriguing. You found this there as well?
Yes, both of them.
Both of them? You have two of them?
Both. See, there was. Oh well, there was the two runes that I wrote down, and then I drew the dragon symbol as well. That was in the middle of the floor.
It's quite interesting, isn't it? Um, I will need to research this rune. I'm not 100%, but I think I may know what it is. It could take me a day, though. I will need to search for it through our archives. But this could be useful. This is something. This is a lead. But again, back to the map that we have here and the circles upon it. The dwarves may have other operations around the Isles, and if they continue to try to infiltrate our stores of ale, there could be other things that they are also trying to do. And we'd like to send you back out immediately. We recently had a quest commissioned by the association to clear out to help some what are they called? Some lumberjacks clear out some woods just northwest of Eastfield, on the western side of the run there. It went okay. They seem to have encountered some sort of creatures, woodland creatures that we've never really encountered in this part of the forest. Usually we keep the deep forest to the elves, and they sort those things out. And we are quite concerned with what sort of creatures have made their way across the river and toward the lumber mill. The adventuring party that we did send that way managed to sort out the situation, and the lumber is able to keep up production and send the lumber down the run to our shipbuilding docks in Port Royal. But we, considering the map that you've shown me and the circle on it relating to the proximity of where the lumber mill is, it's possible that this event has been caused by, from what you've told me now, possible dwarven activities within the forest. And then we also have this third circle up in the mountains. But the mountains is such a dangerous and arduous journey. I wouldn't want to necessarily put you into that sort of situation without knowing more. And I think that we could get another piece of the puzzle if you were to travel north of Eastfield into the forest and again search for a needle in a haystack, so to speak. Maybe some more pieces of what we're missing here. There's something going on, but yet we need more information. Are you up to the task?
Yeah, kind of nice to swing back towards home. And I did have another quick question. Is I can understand how maybe dragons are uncommon, but is there any reason why everybody seems to be so kind of dismissive of the subject, as if they're just are not a real thing?
Well, the thing is, nobody's ever seen one. You see, this one here. This is our best guess of what we think a skeletal dragon may look like. This one is made of simple plaster and put together for display purposes, really. Um, but then again, we don't necessarily have any records of detailed anatomical schematics. This is sort of our best guess based on what we do know about other lizard kind of creatures and those that do exist.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it looks like.
And at some point, you're going to send someone down to this cave that we discovered.
When you were down there, you defeated and disrupted this operation.
I don't think we disrupted the operation. We definitely defeated who was controlling it. Someone could go back and refit it, but we didn't want to necessarily destroy something that you guys could investigate to work out what they're trying to achieve, how they're trying to make it.
There are a number of weird goos and stuff.
We could use some more investigation into this site, um, but sparing the manpower is quite hard. I mean, it's kind of why we enlisted you in the first place.
I understand. But you may find something quite useful as a skeleton of a dragon.
That would be quite a find, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
All right, I'll have to set it on the calendar and get a team together and see if the biology department would be willing to assist.
That would be good. Thank you.
But yes, it could take months for that to happen.
How urgent is it for us to start heading out? Do we have time to?
Well, he said wants to go straight away.
Yes, but how urgent is it? Can we get things done around town, or is it like get our shit and go?
Of course, like I said, this is a theory. You have a circle on this map. We had disruption quite relatively close that was dealt by another team, but with what you've told me, it could be up your alley and related to what you're involved in. So if you could leave relatively soon, within the next few days, that would be beneficial to.
Could we get a way to contact you personally? Talking to you through the guild's a bit of a pain.
Or a better form of communication where we can communicate more frequently rather than once a day.
Now that is something that takes experience and proficiency. Perhaps Ren, in your studies, should you pursue them further, you could be become adept at something like that. For now, I will contact the association. I will hold on to the other end of your ascending stone, and maybe we'll go from there.
And we'll be able to contact you directly?
Yes, I'll have it on my person.
Yeah, so instead of contacting the guild, you'll be contacting Leonidas.
Ooh, cool.
I have a random one. I have a random question. Is there any graphical representation of the Chromatic Kings or any artwork, any drawings that you guys have on record?
I'm sorry, drawings of what exactly?
The Chromatic Kings. Remember how we were talking about like the figures themselves?
Um, not particularly. What little art we did find, it tend to, in the old tomes, tend to relate to the battles themselves and not necessarily the people involved. Um, and again, they're more like records of troop movements and manifests and things like that. But there was some art sort of showing the battles. And again, with that lumber mill situation and the circle on the map, and with what we do know, that these three parts of this puzzle seem to line up to something that is definitely worth investigating. Um, like I said,
Cool. Well, we should head off then if anyone else has.
Uh, um, I mean, I think that's it. I think this is a good thing. I mean, we've come this far. Maybe we should see. I mean, it's true. We should see this through. Um, shall we stop and get supplies
Yeah.
first and then go?
Yeah, I think you wanted to maybe go past the taxidermy person. Maybe they can cure your
It's.
item. Don't need to tell them what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I think so. Maybe we can try and research to see as well. Or maybe we can just stop there and see. I also want to stop off at a jeweler's or like a jewelry maker. I kind
Laurenus
of
looks at you and says, "If there aren't any more questions for me,
I do have a personal one. I need the next book, or where would I be able to find some enchanting recipes that I might be able to continue my studies with?
looking to enchant items, are you?
Yes, yeah.
Now that is my speciality. Is there something specific you would like to achieve from what you're trying to enchant?"
I guess I'm still just trying to keep it fairly simple, but anything that might be able to sort of like bolster or benefit like the party. Um, I'm not sure. I'm eager to take the advice of the master on progressing from a beginner to the next sort of level of skill.
Well, it will take time to. We don't lend out our schematics, recipes, and items. Um, it will take a decent amount of bookwork and learning and training to um, learn the process of being able to enchant a specific item.
Okay, that's fair. Well,
Maybe something that might not be able to be done overnight.
No, that's fair. Not the time then.
But yeah, you could probably get on your way if you want to spend some time before you leave. But that's up to you. Like I said, if you could leave within a couple days, that'd be the best.
It's up to the party. What do you guys want to do?
I'll
I
follow
think
along.
so. I mean, what
Um,
time? Let's go and we'll decide on.
whatever will help strengthen the party, I think. If what we've encountered recently is anything to go by, anything to Adis, I think, is something worth. If it's only going to be a day or two to do so, then or even just today, I think it's worth it.
Yeah. Also, Master Laurenus, where else where would a wizard learn more spells? I mean, where can I learn more spells is from here?
You could start by turning up the class, Ren.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But our materials are kept in books and scrolls and the like. Should you come across anything like that, perhaps put some effort into studying them. Yes?
Yes, Master, you make a good point.
All right. Well, I'll leave you with this, and I'll be in touch.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. And I bow.
Gracias. Gracias.
Thanks.
And yeah, he sort of shows you out. All right.
What's the plan, team?
Well, does anyone need to do anything else? Like, I'm good to go. Like, I don't particularly need anything.
I've got everything I can here right now.
I forgot to buy a compass.
It's funny you mentioned that, Ren. You know how you were looking for something to sort of tell direction? One of the enchants in the back of the book has that, but it would use two of the essences to create the orb, or the enchant, and we'd need an orb, just a simple orb to use as well.
Ah,
Well, let's do that
Cool.
then.
If you want.
I don't think it'll be that hard to find an orb around this place.
Can we get a blank orb? DM. Blank orb us.
Wizard shop, 20G.
20G. Goodbye. Bam.
20G. I'll
You make your way to Runeweaver Row, and you're kind of just looking for the generic orb.
Yeah.
You can tell from the instructions that you just, with all enchanting, you just need a base item.
Mhm.
You walk into one of the larger magic shops, and there's a few people in there. There's a guy behind the desk, a couple of old mages standing around, and what look like three mages sitting at a table, almost practicing their own sort of thing.
Master
to
Loridus, what are you doing here?
I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
why he's gone?
Blink. He's gonna think that we're following him.
Oh, look, there's yeah. Anyway, and yeah, this is one of the larger magic stores where people can sort of buy what they need, uh, and even there looks like there's a hobby table there as well. You can sort of sit out and discuss and practice small things with. Um, and yeah, 20G, buy an orb. No
Done.
worries.
I hand the 20G over. I'm gonna go sit at the table. Do you guys want to
Yep.
give me give me how long it takes? Give me an hour?
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm gonna start playing with my vial, as I do,
Yeah.
not sticking it up my ass.
I was gonna say.
Just trying to,
uh,
just investigating it, seeing what I can learn.
I'll give Sarah 10 gold for half that orb.
I'm busy focusing.
I'll give it to her later.
Slip it in her pocket.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Put 10 gold in her pocket or in her bag.
Slip it in her shirt.
Not like that.
Chain shirt. Dink, 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 dink.
I think it's. What is it?
When studying a similar magic item to enchant depends on the rarity. Common 1 hour.
Yeah, so you can sit there, look at the schematic for an hour for each one, so 2 hours, and then I think to enchant you need an hour as well to actually do it.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what I wrote here.
Oh, when studying a schematic, the amount of time is doubled, so it would be 2 hours.
Ah, yeah. So 6 hours total, I think.
Wait,
Enchant
no,
the two.
I'm only doing the direction one, not the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
yeah,
it'd be, would it just be 2? Because...
yeah, 2 essence. Right? Yeah.
I'll scooch over to one of the shop attendants.
Yep.
And then I'll like sort of say it in a lower sort of voice. Sort of when no one's around me and say, is there any item that you know of that can raise my intelligence? I heard that there was an item that could do this.
I have heard of such an item. Are you looking to purchase one?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we don't have one.
Oh.
Something like that might require maybe some of your own investment. It would be quite expensive even if I was to have one of those.
What investment and what kind of expensive are we talking here?
Perhaps looks like your friend is familiar with enchanting. Maybe they could tell you a little bit more about how to do that sort of thing.
I look over at Sarah and I'll take a deep breath. Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, may I ask, are you a mage?
I'm a wizard of sorts.
Well, maybe there's something I could sell you.
Oh. What would that be?
Are you looking for scrolls?
Yes. Yes, I'm always happy to learn new spells.
All right, then let me have a look at what I've got. He goes rummaging around. He says, "What's your budget like? How much gold do you have? Are you willing to spend?"
Maybe 100 gold?
100 gold. Okay, it's not much to work with. I might have something. He comes back to you with this scroll. I'll put it. Where would I put it? I'll put it in the in-game chat. This will help you defend yourself should you get into a tight situation. You look like a capable sort, and staying alive can be one of the harder things when adventuring, and this can help with that.
Oh yes.
If you're interested, I can part with it for 100 gold.
Where did you put it?
In roll 20. I don't know why. Just...
Oh.
It's absorb elements. Spell.
Oh, it appears I know this one already looking at it.
Oh, you're familiar with it, are you?
Yes.
Well, is there something specific that you might be interested in? Perhaps an offensive spell?
Is there a um hmm, that's a good point. Um, is there a way is there a spell that I'm looking for a spell that will allow me to be non-detected?
Hmm. With that budget, I have something like that.
Ooh, I get
And he
excited.
shows you a scroll of disguise self.
Disguise self.
Yes.
Let me have a look, and I just look through my book, my book of spells. I believe I know that one also.
Well, you seem to know more than what you look like you know.
Nice.
And that's not a negative thing. People underestimating you can work in your favor. But think about it. If you have something in mind, maybe come back later and I can help you out.
Okay. Do you know where I could maybe commission a gilded flower from? I was thinking maybe like a jeweler or something of some sort.
Is that a component or something?
Yeah, it's a spell component.
What spell?
Summon Fey. Oh, I can post it to you if you like.
I got it. Oh yeah. Ah, I'm familiar with it. Yeah, perhaps some sort of jeweler or goldsmith could do the work. That's probably what you're after, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So have a look down in Glimmer Row. There might be someone there for you.
Okay. And then I'll see where everyone else is and see what they're doing first.
Yeah, I think Sarah's gonna be an hour or something. But yeah, is there anything else anyone else wants to do?
I might go over and poke Sarah and then walk away.
Stop,
I
I'm
can
trying to
poke her again.
focus.
And poke her again. And then walk away again.
Kai, would you like to come with me for a walk? I'm gonna go and find something.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Let's go. Aiden? I don't know what Aiden's doing.
I'm doing
Please, Ray.
stuff.
Alright.
He's studying his Bloodwell armor.
Alright, so you just want to go and find someone to make a gilded flower or whatever?
Yeah, I wanna like put a deposit down or something and then come back and collect it later.
Yeah, you can do that. You go down to Glimmer Row, you find a goldsmith, and they can make you a little flower thing made out of gold worth about 300 gold, I think it is, right?
Yeah. But I won't be picking it up now. I'll pick it up at some point in the near future.
Yeah, he says that's fine. We can hold on to it for you, but
Okay.
preferably within a month. Otherwise, might get lost in the shuffle, or I'll have to sell it on and get my money back somehow. You know.
That's
What if you just pay for it now? So you
Well,
get lost
because
anyone?
are you
it's
willing
quite
to pay for
expensive.
storage as well?
Well,
Well, you can
I
negotiate storage if it comes to that.
I mean, I imagine that you won't be able to make it straight away, or do you need components, or do you already have components? I suppose.
Honestly, maybe a day or two. I could have it done.
Ah, that quickly.
Yeah, it's relatively simple and easy thing to make.
I'll turn to Kai and say, "Do you think we'll be back here within a month?" I think we should be able to be back here within a month.
I think it'll be fine. We may even be here for more than a day. Just get it started now, and if it's all paid in full, he can just tally up any days between now and we pick it up, and then we can just take it from there.
Okay.
If he's willing to
And
hold on to it for a month free of charge, and then anything beyond that, he can charge a fee.
I'll relay that to him.
Not a problem.
Okay. Is is 100 gold okay for now?
That'll do. That'll get me started. I'll have it done, and yeah, collect it within a month. Otherwise, I'll have to sell it and give you the change or whatever.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Sorry, what was your name?
Florian.
Florian. I am Ren. I'll see you before a month, within the month.
Well met. See you later.
Well met.
About.
Bye bye.
Okay. What else should we do, Kai?
We can go back and poke them some more.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Cool. Maybe we'll leave it there.
Yeah, that was
Alright.
good session. 3
Yeah,
nights.
sounds good.
Do we finish?
We
orb?
kind of, yeah. Do you maybe want to finish up their section after the hour wait, and then basically say we're ready to go to the next place?
Yeah. So if you have anything else you want to do within a couple days before you want to head out, just PM me on Discord or whatever. Tell me what you want to do, and then we can pick up next session from
The
heading
next
out
day.
towards wherever we're going.
What's the time of day?
You came off the boat about lunchtime, I think.
Okay, so I'm thinking if that blacksmith is going to take a day, we're probably going to not leave today. We'll probably leave tomorrow when we have a full day ahead of us.
Do you want to pay for the thing in full? The flour? I think
What
if you
flower?
want it, raise thing. Is that what we're talking
It
about?
has to be. It has to be a value of 300 gold, which I don't have right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
could
don't.
I could give you some gold.
I'll give you some gold.
I don't
He
know what
also-
you're spending on.
I will give you less than both of them.
I think it won't really matter because he also can't cast that spell yet, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, I can't cast it as well. Anyway, I was just sort of getting it prepared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but maybe you find something along the road. So
What you could ask him to deliver it to Master Laurinaitis after he's completed it, that you could collect it from him, because that's what I was planning to do with the Wing of the Dragon.
Ah, that's true.
Um,
Um,
so with that as well, if you want to go to Talor's trophies, they do like stuffing animals and that sort of thing, curing
Cool.
exotic animals and shit like that. So they can probably do it.
and help us tan the stuff.
Yeah, they
Okay.
they wouldn't necessarily be familiar with it, and they wouldn't. If you're expecting a perfect job, it probably won't happen.
That's fine.
But they
Do what
can
you
work.
can.
Yeah,
Quote me up.
Yeah, that's all.
they can treat it like a big lizard and maybe
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine
what
it's a
Yeah,
big lizard sort of creature.
it'll still kind of preserve it, right? But it won't be perfect like tan sort of type thing, right?
maybe we'll roll for it or something.
Yeah.
How much do they want? Ooh.
That's a big item.
Ooh.
That is a big item.
Big money.
I'll have to think about that.
Quote
Maybe
me
I'll
up some
look
time.
for some sort of reference
Alright.
for
Oh god.
my charge for that.
Might not be able to lend you that money, Ray.
I got you, Ray. It's fine.
Well, I mean, we'll probably be back in a month, right?
Yeah, probably before then.
But it's probably better to have it than not have it, just in case we level up. You know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
That's what I was saying. Just have it prepared and on your person if we can.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you're happy to lend some gold.
Yeah, man, I got nothing to spend it on. And money's nothing to me. I grew up basically not having money, so this is like an item in my inventory as far as my character's concerned.
Spend it before we get it stolen
Okay,
off
cool.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, all right, well, I'll
Okay,
swing
cool.
you the 200 gold and we'll just pay it in full.
No, I don't need that much. No, I probably. Let me double check. I'll message you and then we'll do it in chat.
He would have had more. Yeah, he didn't end up buying any scrolls. Remember, he just looked at them all.
Yeah, exactly.
How much money does everyone have?
209.
214, I think, something like that.
240.
I have 260 or 252. So I actually probably only need 50 gold.
You just tell me exactly what you want me to give you, and I'll do it, and we'll work that out. That's okay.
Yeah, because I gave 10 to Sarah already, so I'll probably just need the 50 gold.
That's right. I'd spent 10 gold on a jar.
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking 50 off now.
Yay! And I'm adding 50. Oh, 40. I suppose because of Sarah's thing.
And I'm adding
Add
10.
10.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sweet. Lols.
Wah. Whew.
Yeah.
Just looking at the prices I've got here from this GM's Guild download, and
Do it.
it's not cheap. I'll tell you that.
Nah, I didn't think it would be.
They don't know it, what it is.
That's alright.
Hang on, let me look at. All right. What would, if it's worth that much?
Oh god, how much is it worth?
Would it be to tan it?
How much are you... Wait a sec, what am I leaving behind
no.
here?
Oh no.
It's
Let's
worth like...
just get a tanning book. I'm getting a tanning book. Fuck it.
$20,000 worth
10%?
of Dragon Book.
Would 10% of the cost of the item? Does anyone have any sort of frame of reference for something like this?
What? How much it costed 10 something?
Yeah.
Normally, a lot of it would be in the material. Like, the cost of the item, if it's something rare, would be the material.
Yeah, I would actually thought you were pretty accurate on 10% stuff. Like, they're saying, you provide the material.
Regular
And-
tanning, 15%. Oh no,
Oh, there you go.
10%.
Oh,
Depends where you go.
Well, I was thinking of like, cause there's no actual thing of like, there's no actual dragon-studded armor, so I was thinking of just turning like the dragon scale into like more of like a a +1 or something.
Mm.
I wasn't actually like going after like any sort of scale mail armor or anything. I can't even wear those.
Yeah, but what would you do? Just hold on to it?
I don't know. I was trying to see if I can find a way to just get a +1 started.
Yeah, exactly. So you're basically wanting to turn it into armor, right? I mean, like,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So it would be 15% of that?
if you're not just going to tie it to your chest with a bit of rope, you're going to need to do something with it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Yeah, get that.
Where'd you get that number from? Did you literally Google it?
Yeah, I googled.
Oh, nice. All right, let's go with 15% then. Because yeah, I just realized
20,000 gold. That's at 15%.
I'll tell you right now, it's not cheap. All right.
What book it is?
I didn't do it. So animal tanning. $160
Dragon
$160 per skin, $200 for a deer rag.
Well, what the hell's a skin cost then? So like a cow skin would literally cost $1,000.
Cows. So a cattle skin, 600.
Holy shit!
All right, I need to learn how to tan.
These dragon prices are cheap then. All right, so what I have here. Well, Ray, did I say how many pounds of scales you had, or
You said I had.
Yeah,
you
I've got
said,
28
you said I had
pounds.
4. You said we had same amount, but I had 4 scales.
28 pounds. All right, let me do a calculator. Scale.
Oversized batwing.
How do I do this? Okay, once. All right, the scales to tan and make them usable would be about 180 gold.
Oof.
You may as well do it so they don't spoil. So
Yeah. And it's not like they actually know what they are either. So, all right, dragon wing. 28. Ooh, dragon wings are more expensive.
So dragon. So tanning book it is then.
Dragon wings basically double, so 360 gold.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. If I.
Oh, actually, that's 2, so halve it. You only took 1, right?
Well, yeah, I only took the flap. So yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's dragon wing times 2. So yeah, same as Ray, basically, exactly the same.
Alright.
180.
So I'm gonna ask them if they can to keep the sections into sort of like one sort of like torso size, not to like treat it as a whole, but like split it into segments and to have them tanned, and then deliver them to Master Laurinaitis at the.
I think you should tell Laurinaitis he's
I'm
going
going
to
to.
expect mail.
I'm going to.
Okay, good.
And what'd you say? 180 gold.
Yeah.
Bang. Paid him full.
Oh,
So I guess
See,
my
now
whole
I'm-
thing would be for my time here is if I can find anything that would let me power up the blood vial.
Perhaps some dragon blood.
Off you go back to.
Aiden goes on his own adventure. Fucking dragon blood.
You guys are gonna sit here for a couple of days, right?
uh,
Sprinting across Kurosawa into the forest.
Hey Ren, can I borrow your
Oh.
stone? I'm gonna ring Laurinaitis and be like, I have commissioned Atana to cure the supposed dragon wing, and they will be delivered to you if you could please hold on to them. Much appreciated. Your favorite student, Sarah.
Love you.
He messages you back saying, I don't really just store items for people. Perhaps you could rent some sort of storage thing or something. Maybe the post office can handle that sort of thing. Or maybe some sort of storage company. I'm not sure. What would you even want me to do with it?
Because I can't
Sort of
reply, I'm gonna have to go see him now.
reply. Yeah.
Maybe the privateers will store it for us.
Yeah, he's not really into just holding other things for people.
Even if they're dragon wing.
Alleged.
Persuasion. I persuade him.
I-
Oh, he's not very convinced.
I think I have to I have to attempt to tan it myself because fucking I have to choose between that or the gilded flower now. Otherwise,
I can pay for it. That way it's just done.
yeah. How many armors can 4 scales make anyway?
I think I said if you took 4, you could make a thing with it, right?
And
Chest
armor.
piece.
I'll just pay for it and get that done at the same time. Done.
No, no.
I'm now on 10 gold.
39.
Oh my god, no, no, Tron, no,
You forced him
It's
into
done.
poverty. See what you've done?
It's
no. I didn't ask for that.
So what? You got it.
No.
How long do we expect the curing process to take?
Exactly. We're gonna go away for a period of time. We need the shit. We need the shit for when we get back.
Alright, guys, what's up? AEW? Oh, WrestleMania Sunday, Monday. If anyone's interested.
I'm still gonna be in Adelaide by then.